I'm here to talk to Howard about my mother's will and other stuff besides the will. I'm a new man. Look, I'm dressed different. I have gel in my hair. I'm a working man. And my boss is here too. I love my boss to death because he's giving me a chance at a job.
Eric, what's going on with this will?
I'm going to tell Howard about the will, how I was kept out of my mother's apartment for my family. I mean, even though I love my sister, I miss my mother. I mean, you know, like, I wish I still was staying at my mother's house, but they said I didn't have permission to stay there. But when I was living with my mother, when my sister went to college, it was hard. When my father moved out, it was hard, too, for me and my mom.
You know, High Pitch has been on our show for years, and... Oh, hey, High Pitch. How you doing,
Oh, look
man?
at you. It's the new High Pitch.
Yeah, new High Pitch. He's got a dress shirt on. He's trying to pull his life together, right?
Yes, I am. How are you?
Hi, good to see you. Are you dyeing your hair?
No, that's what Steve Langford thought I was. I'm not dyeing my hair. I mean, when I first got on your show in '97, I had hair.
Right. You used to shave your head, I guess.
I shaved my head, then I still had my hair grow back in.
It's weird because, you know, I look at you and, you know, some people call you a mess. I would say it's amazing you have your hair. It's almost not fair.
I put gel in my hair.
Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying, Robin?
Right.
He should be
He's got
bald.
nice hair.
He's got nice hair. Go figure. But you've gotten fatter, right?
No.
You haven't gained weight?
No, look, I stayed at Bob Levy's house.
Yeah.
And Bob Levy's wife cooks dinner for us.
Yes.
And I'm eating healthier now, and I don't eat fast food anymore.
You know, I'll say something about Bob Levy. That is a good man. I mean...
He's amazing.
He puts High Pitch Eric up? Who the hell would do that?
He is amazing.
He give you your own room?
It's a room, like a living room, like a den.
Right.
With a flat screen TV.
Right.
And I sleep on a couch that opens up.
Right.
I keep the room that's sleeping spectacular clean.
Well, of course. Listen.
I should hope.
You don't want to be any bother, Eric. And, you know, I for years have said, Eric, you know, I know there's something wrong with you in a sense, because given the voice, you know, do we ever figure out why your voice is so high?
Because I never had the surgery done on my voice.
You need a surgery?
Yeah, to make my voice go lower.
And it would. What kind of surgery is it? Do you know what it's called?
No, but if I had the surgery, I would have to keep awake so I could talk to the doctor.
Right.
And I would tell him when to stop.
There's some kind of mechanism in the throat that would release, and then you would have a deep
it's my voice box, the vocal cords.
I see. Wow.
I
You
didn't
buy
know that. Well, it seems reasonable to me.
Well, Eric took an evaluation, a test, and it said here that you're not retarded.
Right.
That your spelling is an 8th grade level.
Right.
And your math is a 6th grade level.
Math I'm very bad at.
Right. So there's something wrong. Are you slow, would you say?
I was in special ed classes, yes.
Special ed, all right.
Yes.
But it says here, you in terms of work, you have word recognition.
Right.
A high level. It says here that your filing is excellent.
Right.
That you're typing, you can type 22 words a minute accurately.
Yes.
Really?
Yes. So you do have abilities.
And I took other tests, like a reading comprehension test.
Yes.
And my untimed was 6.8, and the time test was 5.7.
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Oh, you didn't ask what that meant?
No.
What do you think, Gary?
Well, it's interesting because Eric's telling us how smart he is, but he's trying to contest the will, saying that they made him sign something because he's not so smart.
Right.
So are you smart or are you not smart?
Gary, I'm not retarded after Howard read those.
So you're smart enough to know what you signed?
Gary, listen.
No, I'm asking. I'm just asking.
Oh, Gary, me and Howard are talking. Can you go back in your office and fight with Yucko?
Well, no, you know, Gary makes a good point. We're going to get into this. You hired a lawyer. Your mother died recently, and I'm sorry to hear that.
Thank you.
But she died, and she kicked you out of the will completely.
Right, and I don't know why.
Okay. Now, Gary's point is you're saying your sister had you sign a piece of paper saying you could not contest the will.
Okay.
And you're claiming you're too stupid to understand what you signed, right?
I didn't. She didn't tell me what I was signing. I was directed to sign on another piece of paper.
Right. You never read it.
I never read it.
You didn't know
But
what you were.
that's not defensible. You signed something without reading it. That's nobody's fault but your own.
Right, you'd have to say you read it and didn't understand
She
it.
didn't tell me what I was signing.
Nobody's required to tell you what you're signing. Even if they did, you are required to read it to know what you're signing.
When my mom first passed away in July, my sister had me meet her, and she said, "These are the papers for Mom's cremation."
Right.
So that's the first time I signed papers back in July. But a month later, when I met her again, she didn't tell me what I was signing.
When she asked you to sign them, what did she say? She said, "Sign these," but what did you think they were?
She didn't say.
But did you ask?
No, and I thought she would tell me what they were.
But see, a judge might say, "Well, you should ask," unless he doesn't think.
But
you've
he's
read it.
retarded.
But he's saying he's not.
Well, retarded people never think they're retarded.
I went to special ed.
Yeah. He went to special ed.
I'm more confused than ever.
Well,
But wait a minute. He's talking about papers signed after his mother died.
That's right.
Yeah.
That he could not contest the will.
Well, I'm talking about, I thought
By
we
the
were
way-
talking about the fact that his mother decided and said specifically, I am doing this on purpose. I am
Right.
cutting Eric
That
out
is
of
true.
my will.
In the will, your mother says, "No, Eric, he gets nothing." Now, I heard a rumor. I don't know if it's true, and I want you to answer. Was your mother upset with you because you stole jewelry from her?
No.
Did you ever
She
steal
didn't
mother?
care that you stole jewelry?
Did you
No,
steal jewelry
what-
out of your mom's apartment?
No.
All right. Some guy called us and said that's why that she cut you out of the will. She was upset. She thought you stole,
No.
but you did not.
No.
So then, why would your mother cut you out?
Howard, I don't know.
You really don't know. Did you have a
No.
good relationship with your mother?
Look, I had a good relationship with her. I always had dinner with her here and there. But, when my sister moved out to college, it was difficult for me and my mother.
Why?
Because we had arguments and fights here and there.
You're hard to live with?
It wasn't. It was difficult when my father moved out. I was doing bad in school.
Right. So she was angry with you. Now, what's your relationship with your sister? Is it true that when you were living in your mom's apartment after she died, you decided to stay there?
But didn't he do that surreptitiously? He didn't.
Yeah. Didn't
he
she-
wasn't invited to do that.
Right. Your sister had to have you kicked out, right?
Well, my brother-in-law asked me to leave.
Right.
And if he said if I didn't leave, he would call the cops.
So you don't get along well with your sister and your brother-in-law?
As much as I love my sister and I miss my mom a lot, I don't know why I was left out of the will. And I really don't know why.
Right.
When did your mother write that will? Was she in her right mind?
Robin, when my mom was sick, she was very weak. She really couldn't walk that well.
It sounds like to me, I'm reading between the lines, you didn't have much of a relationship with your mother. Your sister and you are estranged. Your sister doesn't want you living in the apartment. Your sister has nothing to do with you. In fact, didn't she make you, in order to go to her wedding, didn't you have to not appear on this show for like 6 months?
No, I was still on the show.
Right.
I still came on the show.
Yeah, but I remember you had to stop coming on for a while.
Eric, remember there was a period of time that you couldn't come on the show because you said your sister, you wouldn't be able to go to the wedding, and it was a good period of time that you couldn't do the show. Eric, you don't remember that at all?
No, okay. Remember that girl, Angel?
No, answer the question I just asked you.
We're asking you, there was a period of time you could not come on the show. You and your sister seemed to be at odds.
Oh, well, I took a break for a while.
But it was, I think you told me it was her request. Specifically,
I remember your sister saying to you that she didn't want you coming on the show anymore.
They said that to me a while ago.
Right. So she has problems with you.
I don't understand any of the relationships. I understand that he's
never will.
estranged from his sister, but I really don't understand how much contact he had with his mother.
Eric's mom's
after he left home.
Yeah, it sounds like they didn't talk that much.
Right.
You and your mom were kind of on the outs.
Well, we were on the outs when my father moved out, when my sister moved out to college.
No, but that was a long time ago.
Right.
And so you've been on the outs for a long time.
I've been on the outs with her for, here and there.
Right. So it probably she felt she didn't have much of a relationship with you anymore. And she does state in the will that Eric knows why he's not in the will.
Yeah.
I don't know why, and I'm telling you the truth about that.
Well, I don't know what to say, Robin.
Yeah, we've gotten absolutely nowhere.
Now, what's going on with this girl, Angel, who had sex with you, which was unbelievable to me? She was in here with you.
She wasn't in here with me.
We had her
she was on the phone.
She was on the phone.
She had sex with you.
Well, I got another story about that.
Yeah, well, she's on the phone right now.
I have another story about that.
Didn't she have to get a restraining order so that you wouldn't stalk her?
No.
What was it, Angel?
That's not true.
Angel, what was it?
There was no restraining order.
You had asked Eric not to bother you anymore.
Yeah, I was going through a really hard time, having been recently diagnosed with cancer, single parenting, all that stuff, and I had written to Gary, asking him to intercede on my behalf because Eric had called me 27 times one night at work, and I just couldn't take it anymore.
That's not true.
That's not true.
I got my phone records when she called me when I went to court.
Eric, we're talking about last April.
Okay, let me ask a question.
Go ahead.
What did you do after the benefit?
After the benefit? What do you mean, what did I do after the benefit?
Artie raised $11,000 for Angel.
Right, okay, I have a story about that.
And she had you thrown out of the benefit.
No, she didn't have me thrown out.
I did not have him thrown out. That's a lie.
I have a story about Angel after the benefit.
What is that story?
Okay.
He's got tons of stories. Go ahead.
F. Lee High Pitch. He's got a bunch of documents. Look at him. He's like a lawyer.
It's like he came in ready for Judge Judy.
You're not kidding. Go
Right,
ahead.
Well, a few months after the benefit, remember I came in here and you had me play with that fake vagina?
Yes.
And I wasn't talking to her still because that was a few weeks after the benefit.
Right.
So after that, she called me the day after and said she couldn't believe I told the truth about her and our sex life that we had.
Right.
And I wasn't even calling her. She called me the day after I did that show.
Now, Angel, why did you call Eric? You didn't want him calling you. Why would you start calling him?
At that time, I did call him, and I said I was proud of him for finally telling the truth. That is what I said. That's it.
But why would you start in with him again? I got to defend Eric here. He stopped calling you.
Defend him. Yeah, not a problem. He's not, something, Howard, that's not necessarily true because he continued to text me and everything.
Oh, I see.
He could stand there with
But she's been texting me
Excuse me,
also.
Excuse me, Eric.
Excuse me, I'm in the studio. You're on the phone.
Yeah, no kidding. I have to go to work. I have jobs to support myself and my family.
Angel, you should not text him. Are you texting him?
Not any longer. No, I'm not.
Well, it
When
seems
was the last contact you had with Eric?
She called me a few weeks ago saying...
What did she say to you?
She called me a few weeks ago, left a message on my voicemail saying that I stopped calling her because I'm hanging out with a bunch of other people, like that girl Gina who won the Superfan trivia contest.
Right.
Iris John, AA, and she said that they're taking advantage of me when they're not.
You don't think they're taking? You never think?
Angel, why are you getting involved with Eric?
Yeah.
We finally got him out of your life.
100% right. Okay, I called him.
Are you in love with Eric?
Define love.
Love. I mean, do you feel romantic?
Do I want to? No, I don't. I love Eric as a human being. I love a lot of people as a human being.
Yeah, but you find him irresistible, don't you?
No, I do not. Hardly. I find him. He reminds me of a part of me that I'm looking to cure, and I understand that that's a mistake.
But Angel, you've got to stop.
It's not just me.
You're addicted to Eric.
Can I bring up another
He's like a
point?
chubby Charles Manson.
He sucked you in.
You have control. She's way involved with you.
Can I bring up another point?
How does he do this?
Bring it up.
Okay, December 15th, I had to go to court. So the night before, she posted on SFN, which I don't post on anymore.
All right.
Okay?
You don't post on anymore.
Let me talk. I'm talking. So she said on SFN that she contacted the DA and had to talk with the DA and said I was in for a nice surprise. Why is she calling the DA on my case?
What was the surprise?
What was the surprise?
What was the surprise, Eric?
You tell them. You're the one that brought it up on Star Fan Network.
Okay, the surprise was he was getting away with everything that happened with the credit card because of the DA's failure to prosecute.
All right, listen, Angel, I'm going to make a point.
I don't know what's going on.
Let me straighten this out. Angel.
He's got plenty more other stuff to throw under the bus.
She thinks she can control me, who I can hang out with, who I can't hang out with.
I never said that, Eric.
Yes, you did.
Eric,
Iris John, that girl Gina.
Whatever.
Angel, listen to me.
Whatever.
You are Angel.
Yes, I'm listening, Howard. I'm sorry.
You are not to call Eric anymore. You're done with him.
Okay, well, wait. You want to hear something?
Howard, please tell him that as well.
All right,
Please tell
I'm
him.
not calling you. I have proof. I'm saying her Bob Levy's. I'm not even calling her.
Eric, you did not call me at work up to January 9th at all.
No.
You did not call me. You did not text me on Christmas Day saying, please come down here and I'm going to fuck you good. You never said that, Eric.
I have
You're
my
a
phone
liar.
record. You want to see them?
Yes.
Fine.
I didn't know he used his own phone. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, Howard,
Wait,
listen.
Angel.
Wait,
Angel and Eric. Eric, leave her alone.
Wait, let me tell you something.
And you leave him alone.
Yeah.
Eric.
Hold on, wait. I'm talking.
No,
I'm talking.
You shut up.
No, you shut up.
Did you
No.
or did you not send a text message to me the day you got out of court and asked me to come down to see you? I called you back, and you said you would give me $40 for gas because you knew I was in a bad way and everything. Did we or did we not sit and have dinner, and I told you about what happened with me in court and everything?
Is that true, Eric?
We saw each other the last
Yes or
time.
not?
But I'll tell you something what she did.
No. Answer the question because I'm answering the question. Because you have also told your friends on that night that you paid me $40 to have sex with you, and that's a lie.
No, that's a lie right there. That's a lie.
Right there.
Did you have sex again, the two of you?
No.
So why are you telling people that you spent $40 on sex?
I didn't say it. I spent $40 on sex.
All over the Twitter yesterday that you had.
That was not my Twitter. That was not my Twitter.
It was.
All right,
No,
listen to
it's
me.
not.
I'm going to make this easy for
Howard,
you.
I want to tell you something. What she did after the benefit, a few months.
All right.
You want to hear this?
Yes. What did she do?
Just call the IRS and discuss.
Artie was nice enough to do a benefit for her.
Right.
So in October or November, she's been calling me crying. How she wants the rest of the money from Artie and all the other comedians.
What?
Yeah.
That's a lie.
What are you talking about?
She wants the rest of the money that Artie owes her and the comedians from that
Who
benefit.
owes her money?
Oh, no.
She said Artie owes her more money than because he didn't.
Did you already go through all the money, Angel?
Yeah, I did.
All right.
That's why she had her son stole a pair of shoes from Kohl's.
What?
Had my son
Her son stole a pair of shoes from
Is that
Kohl's.
true, Angel?
My son did steal a pair of shoes from Kohl's. I ran out of money because my car died and I had to buy a car and everything. I'd also paid for me while I had to have an operation. I took a week off of work. I went through cancer treatment. I lost my job in September. And in December, my son stole a pair of shoes.
And Child Protective Services is after her.
And I took the rap for it, didn't I, Eric? I accepted responsibility for it.
Hey, I did my responsibility too. I did community service too.
Eric,
All right, listen. Listen to me. Angel, listen to me.
Sir.
Angel. It doesn't listen to me. The two of you. Angel,
Yes, sir.
you're not to call Eric or text him ever again.
Not a problem.
Okay.
I haven't.
Eric,
Yes,
you are not to call or text Angel ever again.
that's fine.
Can I add something to this, please? I don't want him talking on SFN or any other site about me.
And
or
you're not to
Twittering
talk about her or
anything.
Twitter
She
about
talks
her.
about me on another message board.
And you,
I
Angel,
do
better not.
Yes, you do. That's a lie.
It's a lie. I talk with my friends about the effects of what you've done to me for trying to be
All
a
right,
good
Angel,
That's-
listen to me.
Hold on.
Get out of
One more thing.
Angel. You got enough problems. Get out of the loop. Don't talk to your friends publicly about Eric. And Eric, you do the same. Thank you. This is ridiculous.
Can I say one more thing?
No, you're done.
Why not? You want to talk about the IRS and how you got me involved with doing your taxes and not
Because
reporting
you were nice
income?
enough to do it, but
I
you
was
have to
nice
do
enough to
that's
do it.
private.
You were nice
That's
enough to
private.
lie to me.
That's private.
What happened now?
Why is that private? My life is not private.
Angel, are you a tax preparer?
Yes, I am.
And you prepared his taxes?
She prepared my taxes once before, but that's private. She's not allowed to do say.
I can say whatever I want. I am a tax preparer.
That's private. That's private.
Eric has taxes?
Yeah, he got $1,305 back last year.
Wow.
He failed to report income from Sirius and from the ringtones, and he's got an
So you
IRS
have to sit there and listen to me. The two of you are toxic together. Eric.
So why is she? I mean, I didn't do her personal finances over the air.
Right. Yeah,
But you
that's
wanna
not
go
fair.
over You didn't?
Angel, wait a second. Angel, you are being out of line right now.
Well, I
I'm
think they're
defending Eric.
both out of line.
Oh, right.
Thank you, Robin.
Okay, you're both out of line. But Eric's finances don't need to be discussed here.
Then he shouldn't have them forwarded to my house. Have his address changed. I don't want his mail. I
right.
want nothing to do with him.
Eric,
Yes.
Get rid of her in your life, and you, Angel, get rid of him in your life.
Not a problem.
Just don't contact each other. Have no contact.
Okay, not a problem.
Thank you.
Going on each other's
All right, I'm gonna
Twitter
move.
accounts.
Yeah, no more
and all of
twittering
that.
about her.
No, that's
and
not
Angel,
my-
the same with you.
No more text
That's not my
messages.
Twitter page.
No problem.
People
Howard,
have
not
fake.
a problem.
People make fake Twitter pages.
They do? That's
Yes.
not your Twitter page?
No.
All right.
No, that wasn't at all, right?
No, it wasn't.
They know all the
People have
personal
fake
things
Eric the
about
Midget
it.
pages too.
Right. And they know all the personal things about what we've been through, like you talked about on there. But they
It's
made
probably
that
your
fake
friends
one
that
up.
made a fake Twitter
I
page.
don't have friends. I work.
All right, Angel. Do you hear what I'm saying? Get
Yes,
out of this.
sir.
Get out of this. And
Not a
Eric,
problem.
get out of this. This is dangerous. What you two are up to. It's going to end up in.
You know what? You know
in a
what?
disaster.
It's like playing with fire with
It's
her.
like playing. You're both. It's like both of you are playing with fire. You're like an old married couple who aren't even having
You're
sex.
right. And you know something? The sad part about it, and Eric knows this, is I really did care about him. I treated him well. And
Well,
everything.
forget it.
And he's constantly throwing me under the bus. You're right.
How about the many times you throw me under the bus to Steve Langford?
Eric, I wish you all the best. I
But
really do.
Angel, no more calling Steve Langford. You got to get out of the loop.
No problem.
That you don't even know
Is
Eric.
she an Eric informer?
I don't know.
Am I an Eric informer? Yeah.
Yeah, have you called Steve Langford to tell him?
She does. She calls him all the time about me when I had to go to court.
When you have
Your phone's breaking up.
report about.
Yeah, all right, Angel, I got to go. Stay out of Eric's life, and Eric, stay out of Angel's life. Thank you. It's very simple. Did you drive to Eric's apartment to hang out with him in January? She's not there.
Good.
We lost her.
All right. How much money do you stand to get if you could get back in your mother's will? If you get 50%. Are we talking a lot of money here?
I'm not sure.
Is that what he would get?
50%, I guess. I don't know. Or 50%. Like they split. It's just you and your sister, right?
Yeah.
Your dad wouldn't get you. They're divorced.
Right.
So it would just be you and your sister, 50-50.
Right.
How much money are we fighting over?
I don't know.
You don't know.
No.
But does he have to get 50? I don't understand. I don't think it's mandatory that you give a child anything, is it?
It's not mandatory, especially if you're writing your will that that you don't want the kid getting anything.
Yeah, and on what grounds is he contesting the will?
Yeah, what grounds? Well, the glazed look just came over her.
But honestly, I don't know what the reasons are why I wasn't in the will.
Right. Well, clearly your mother had an issue with you. Well, unless she was out of her mind at the time. You could make that claim that
That's
she
what
didn't
I
know.
wondered, if he said, the will was written when she was incompetent or she was forced.
Eric, you seem very hurt by this. You're almost in tears, right?
I mean, I miss my mother.
You do. You feel bad that you didn't get along with her?
And I miss her.
You miss her. But when was the last time you even went to see her?
In May,
In May. Oh, so you did see her.
at my sister's house.
And when you were at your sister's house and you saw your mom, did she say to you, son, I'm leaving you something?
No.
She did not.
No.
Did she say anything to you about the will?
No, my sister was helping her, walking back into the room because my mother was sleeping so much.
Did you go to the funeral?
I did.
You were there.
Yeah.
And then you went to the reading of the will? Did you go to that?
No.
No.
There was no reading. I don't think anyone reads.
No.
He didn't even read the thing he signed. Oh, I don't know, man. This sounds like a big mess.
Look, I'm turning my life around. I'm working now.
Yeah, I'm proud of you.
My boss is in there. And, I want you to believe me. I'm doing a good job. And he's in there. Would you bring him in just to say hello?
Your boss?
Yeah.
I think the guy's a saint.
Hey, really?
What is it?
Just so you know, thanks to the wonderful reporting of Steve Langford, I do have a dollar figure on what Eric stands to gain.
All right, go ahead.
For Eric's end only, $150,000 to $200,000.
Really?
Wow.
I didn't even know that.
You didn't know that?
No.
How come Steve knows it?
Steve's a reporter.
But it's your money.
I know, but Howard, you think I'm creepy. That's a creepy guy back there.
Steve? I think Steve's your brother. Wow. You don't like Steve?
I would love to do his job for a day, see how I do.
Right. Well, 150 to 200. Can you be trusted with that kind of money? What would you do with that kind of money?
Well, 20,000 of it would go to pay back the people he ripped off.
Yeah.
By the way, when all the money that you took from people, I calculated in my head, it's got to be like 10 or 15 grand. Why did you take all that money and get the operation for your voice?
Because if I got the operation for my voice, I wouldn't be high-pitched Eric, and I wouldn't be on this show.
So you don't want to change your voice?
No.
You feel your voice is your fame?
Yeah, it's my calling. You know, like the prank calls.
Right, that's true. So you want to be on the show so bad, you won't change your voice?
No.
Wow. But you would maybe have a more normal life and be with a regular woman and
Would
lose
he
weight.
Really?
Actually, talking about losing
No.
weight, my boss, who's here, he's trying to get me on the ABC weight loss show, too.
Oh, the biggest... Oh, ABC weight loss.
They have a new one. They filled out an application for him.
Yeah.
His boss was telling me, I was a little surprised. The boss was telling me, the boss seems like a very normal guy. He said yesterday Eric was hanging drywall. Well, Eric said to me, he goes, I learned how to hang drywall and spackle. And I turned to the boss and I go, really? And he's like, yeah. And he said he hired Eric sort of as a bit of a goof, but Eric turned out to be a good worker.
Yeah, that's what I heard. You're doing construction.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you. Where is this guy? He's a saint. I'm going to tell him.
And he books me on shows, too. Howard, before he comes in, Bob Levy wrote some stuff down for me that I had to follow every day.
Yeah.
You want to hear? You want to hear what I had to follow?
Sure.
Okay. Do not think you are better or anyone is below you.
Do not think you're better than anyone or that anyone is below you.
Right.
Okay. Bob wrote this down for you.
Right. Don't do things that you might think is wrong, or I had to call him a Chrissy, his wife.
What?
What?
Don't do things that you might think is wrong. or I have to call him a Christine.
I still don't know what he said.
I don't know. How do you follow that rule? I don't understand.
Treat people like you want to be treated.
Right.
Never fight or argue with anyone, especially women.
Well, you
Right.
just broke that rule.
Yep.
You don't have to kiss you don't have to kiss someone's ass to be someone.
All right.
The Beatles are the best band ever.
Oh,
Right.
stop it.
And also a quote from the best movie ever: "No man is a failure who has friends."
Right. Well, good. Bob's
Wow.
helping you. Bob,
Those are
why?
nice things.
Bob, why did you take in Eric into your home? I'm shocked.
We got the call that he was in Penn Station, and it was like the middle of the winter. And my wife got on the phone, and called him and said, "Get down here right now. Get down here somehow, because we have a house big enough to, put
Right.
him in."
And do you feed him as well?
Yeah, I mean, we've been feeding him good, you know what I mean? And I thought he was going to lose weight since he was working and that. And I put him on the scale the other day just to see, and it came up error.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you something. I know for a fact. Didn't you go to Taco Bell recently and spend like $20?
Yeah. That was for my lunch.
That was for your lunch.
$20.
What is the? I mean, that's a lot of food for one lunch. What did you?
I had 4 burritos and a steak quesadilla and a large soda.
Wow.
No way. Everything is 69 cents there, Eric. There's no way you had only that.
Well, the burritos I think were like three, so $2.99 each.
Really? That much?
Yeah.
$2.99 a burrito.
Right.
You had 4 of those, and then you had a steak taco.
No, steak quesadilla, which was about like 5 something.
Wow.
No, it's not.
That's all heavy with cheese.
Cheese and meat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of stuff to eat there.
But he has been eating good in that.
I have.
And he has been getting texts from that girl, and he showed them to me, and it's been for the last 2 weeks,
Are you getting tired of him living at your house? I mean, this has been a long time.
Well, it looks like, you know what I mean, he's almost, Mark looks like he has a place for him to live by him for like $100 a week.
Now, your name is Mark. You're Eric's boss, right?
Yeah.
And and he's doing construction.
Yeah, he is. He's doing.
And you were nice enough to hire him kind of as a goof to like sweep up and stuff.
Yeah.
And yet you say Eric is starting to succeed as a construction guy.
Definitely.
What has he learned?
I mean, he's everything I tell him to do, he does with no problem. He's got a good spirit. He doesn't complain about picking up trash.
He's one of your better workers.
He is. I actually fired someone Friday to keep him on.
No kidding.
And I put insulation in the wall. I learned how to put drywall up.
And you were able to do this?
Yeah.
In a professional way?
Right.
And you like it.
I love it.
Oh, wonderful.
You love
And he wakes up every morning, at 7 o'clock, and he goes, "Bob, coffee's ready," and he's excited to go to work. And I told him, I said, "You fucked me over. I'm the last person you're going to fuck over." And that's it. And you can't learn now. You're never going to learn. Your life has to change right now or it's over.
And Bob, Mark's a friend of yours. You hooked him up?
Mark did work in my house, and I got him the job behind me at this big house, right? This really big house. And when Eric was living here, I go, can you hook him up with a job so he can, get a job and work?
Wow.
And he goes, I don't want to be around this guy. I don't know if I could trust him when I hear. I go, look, he's not like that. I mean, he just got to be taught to be a responsible person, and it will happen.
Well, look at Bob. Bob is like a saint.
Well, I'm even listening to the things he's written down for Eric. That's kind of new agey.
Yeah, Bob, I think you made a new 10 Commandments for Eric.
Well, you have to follow rules. You can't,
How about you following those rules?
Well, I will one day. I mean, I'm better at teaching people than I am at following them.
Eating whipped cream out of a chick's ass on stage. All right, Bob, thank you. It's Eric, fascinating. It really is. And I commend you.
I'm happy for Eric.
All right, so it seems like things are straightening out somewhat. And what about, and you never paid back Dino?
Well, actually, I'm mailing that money order today. Bob's wife is nice enough to get the money order, for me. And I made a copy at Kinko's.
But you still haven't... Dino, how much does Eric owe you?
Hey, Howard. Good morning. Good morning, Robin. It was $750 6 years ago, so right now I think with interest about $11,000.
So how much is that check for, Eric?
The money is for $150. I'm going to mail it when I get back to Bob's this afternoon.
Why are you waiting so long to mail this money?
Because, my finances were tough.
All right, so you will mail it today. I mean, why not mail it yesterday? I mean, why are you waiting?
Because, I was working yesterday.
I see.
And it's going to go in the mail today.
Well, Dino, there's good news. Eric has Dino, listen to me. Eric has a copy of a check he may mail to you at some point.
He may mail.
That's right.
Well, put it this way. Bob Levy had called me up on my honeymoon back in early January and said Eric was sending out checks weekly. It's now 4 weeks later. He hasn't sent the check. He has no intention of sending it.
All right. Well, Dino, let me know if you get it.
All right. You got it, Howard.
Thank you. All right. Dino feels you'll never send the check, Eric. Angel, go ahead. You weren't finished, you say.
Yeah, I don't know what we were talking about or anything. But
I was trying to tell you something, but I forgot.
Yeah, but the same things that Bob is doing and is being successful with, Eric knows that I tried last year as well. And I really...
All right. Now, I want you to stop with Eric.
No,
well, Bob just said that you've been texting him.
She started again by calling you.
Excuse me, I got cut off, Eric. I'm finishing a conversation. That's all.
But it's Bob Levy just said that you were texting Eric as late as 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, it stopped.
Yeah, you're a bit obsessed.
No, I'll tell you exactly what had happened, okay? Eric and I had a conversation. The last thing he said is, Angel, I can't get you out of my mind. I don't know what I'm going to do. And that was...
Angel, there's a girl on the phone who claims you had sex with Eric since the benefit.
At a hotel.
Come on, Gina.
You did have sex with her at a hotel?
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Yeah,
don't fucking lie to me.
I'm lying to you about Eric.
At a hotel. We had a short stay for $50.
Who paid for this?
I did.
You paid for a hotel?
I paid for the hotel. You paid for dinner during the summer a few months after the benefit.
When was it, Eric?
After I got evicted from my apartment here in the city.
You know something, Eric? I've already admitted multiple times of having sex with you, but I will not admit this.
Let me find out what this Gina is. Gina, why are you saying this? Gina, how do you know this?
I know it from Eric telling me. And he told me as it was happening, not when it was happening, like he would call me the next day and tell me.
Eric, I want you to look me in the eye now. You're starting a new life. I want honesty right now.
Yeah.
Did you have sex with Angel since the benefit?
Yes, we did. After the benefit.
After the benefit?
Yep.
More than once.
More than once?
That's a lie. That is an out-and-out lie.
Twice?
Twice?
He just said twice.
We went to the Sawmill River Inn or hotel.
If I check the records there.
In Yonkers.
Did you go under your own name?
Yeah, I did. I had to show them my ID. It was 50 for like 3 hours.
Angel?
No, what? In Yonkers? I've never been to a motel.
Yes, you have. Don't lie to me.
I've been to. Okay, fine. I'm lying to you. That's ironic. And what is this? You turned around. Did we have sex on the night that I came into the city too, Eric?
No, but we had sex at that hotel. We had sex at the hotel because you didn't want to tell anyone. You didn't want to tell anyone. You didn't want to let anybody know that we had sex.
This is the ironic thing about it, because the last thing I said to you when you stopped calling me is that I refuse to be in a relationship with anybody that won't let anybody know.
Oh, Howard, she's getting married. Ask her about her getting married.
Are you getting married?
I got married last weekend.
For money. A marriage of convenience.
Yes, for money. Yeah, I did. A marriage of convenience. So what? And it broke your heart, didn't it, Eric?
No, I'm not.
You married a guy for money?
Yes.
It's a scam that she's doing.
Huh?
It's not a scam. It's something that I need to do to support my family. Just like
You're not in love with your husband?
No.
Does he know that?
I'm not in love with. Yes. He doesn't even live with me. And on top of that, let's go there too, Eric. You want to talk about scams? Are you working on or off the books?
I'm not telling you. That's none of your business.
Are you collecting unemployment?
That's none of your business.
Well, then how come my business is your business? Eric, look, we're going to
Angel,
right now.
how about you have every right to throw me under the bus? I have every right to throw you under the bus. And we went to the hotel.
All right. Did you have sex, Eric, with her? I want the truth. You never lie about having sex with a woman.
Yes, I did.
You're telling me, look me in the eye.
Yes.
You swear? I'm Howard Stern, your hero.
Yes.
You're telling me the truth?
At the Sawmill River Hotel in Yonkers.
I wish I was there.
I got evicted from my apartment in June where Joey Boots was living.
Robin, what do you think? This is unbelievable.
I can't believe she obviously is obsessed with Eric.
So, Howard,
Angel, why did you marry a guy if you're not in love with him for money? I understand that, but what's his problem? What is he, a foreigner?
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
Jesus Christ, this is some web.
I don't know what to say anymore. This is crazy.
Mm-hmm. I admit.
Eric, you're not lying about the sex.
No.
Angel, are you lying about the sex?
No, I'm not. I've admitted to having sex with her multiple times.
You've been very honest.
So why the hell would I lie now?
So why is Eric lying? He wants to look like a big man?
But look,
I'm not lying about the sex.
Okay, Eric, can I ask you a question?
Well, how many times did you enter her?
Hold on.
How many times did you have sex with her? How many times?
Since after the benefit, twice.
Twice? You put it inside of her?
We've only had sex twice, Eric.
After the benefit, yes, but before the benefit,
we didn't.
Before the benefit, we had sex so many times before the benefit.
How many times, Eric? Like about 10 times before the benefit, correct?
Probably like 11 to 14 times.
Whatever. See, I don't count that much. All right.
Wow, I can't imagine how disgusting that was.
Yeah, well, we had a relationship that went on. And Eric, can I ask you a question seriously, without arguing right now? Okay.
This is ridiculous.
Howard, can you hang up on her?
I'm so fascinated.
All right, one last question and that's it.
Fine, one last question.
Okay, Eric, you're done with me, and I'm never going to hear from you again, and anything you told me the last time you talked to me was a lie, right?
I'm waiting to ask.
That's the question.
I don't even understand the question.
What did he say to you the last time he talked to you?
He told me he can't get me out of his head, and he loves me.
You said that before.
He'll never do anything to hurt me. He would never do anything to hurt me.
That's a lie. I never said that.
You said you would do something to her.
Okay, then you will be. Okay.
You said you never said to her you can't get her out of your head and you're in love with her. You never said all these things.
Are you in love with her?
You never told me you love me. Okay, you know something, Howard? I'm about to go in my office. I am going to be faxing you a letter that he wrote to me.
Are you in love with her or not?
Am I in love with her? No, not anymore.
You were.
When did that end, Eric?
When you started being an asshole to me.
When did I start being an asshole to you, Eric? Was this before or after you had me come in the city and paid me $40 for gasoline because you wanted to see me?
I was being nice to you. That's why.
You were being nice to me, so you didn't love me then, right? Or you didn't turn around just on this.
If you would give him sex again, he'll love you.
Oh, I wasn't giving him sex.
He wants it back.
In January. Oh, he can have his sex back. Let him have it back.
All right, I'll tell you something. When I got evicted from my apartment here in June, remember I was living at the park?
Yes.
Okay, so
you were living in a park, yep.
So in July, late July, I wasn't talking to her for a few weeks in July.
It's unbelievable that you even have a personal life.
Look at this. I mean,
women are fighting over you.
I'm not denying
Howard, I were not talking for a few weeks in July. We had a huge fight. And then just a few weeks ago, after the fight we had, she sent me an instant message on AOL and asked if I wanted to get together with her and meet her in White Plains.
Right.
She paid for dinner in Yonkers and an all-you-can-eat Chinese buffet.
Oh, that must have been so gross watching you eat.
After the Chinese buffet, that's when we went to that hotel. We were going to see a movie. Then we decided, okay, let's go to a hotel.
Right, you had to have each other.
We went to the hotel, and that's where we had the sex.
And she got naked in front of you.
We both got naked.
Both got nude in the bed.
Yes. After the sex.
And did you give her cunnilingus?
After the sex, we got into a shower together, too.
Wow. Is he
We
making...
have showered together in the past, but that's not true. That whole story is not true.
Yes, it is. Don't lie.
It's not true. I'm lying, Eric?
Yes, you are.
Excuse me. What? I'm lying, right. I'm the one that...
It was on a Thursday night.
When you were out on the street.
All right, listen, Robin, I'll never get to the bottom of this. It's fascinating.
You know what? We should have a podcast where we can put them on.
Yeah, I would listen to this all day, but I don't know if anybody else wants to. I mean, wow. Eric, you've blown the lid off everything.
Yes, Eric, congratulations.
I don't know what to believe. I want to believe that you and Angel had sex recently.
You should. You have to.
Yeah, I don't know why Angel would lie about it. Is she embarrassed?
Okay, I've admitted to it a million times.
She must be embarrassed to say that she went to the hotel, but she said, don't tell anyone.
Oh, she said don't tell anyone.
Right.
Oh.
Excuse me. Why would I be on the air right now admitting to everybody?
All right, are you two going to leave each other alone?
You're never going to leave me alone. You will? You promise?
Have I left you alone for the last few weeks?
Since January 9th, yeah. When you turned around and told me you'd call me back and everything, and then...
All right, Angel, don't take his calls. Hang up.
No problem.
All right, thank you. This is turning into a mess.
Wow.
It's always been a mess, and it always will be the mess. And Eric, you know something? The one thing I will say, congratulations. Keep up the good work. Keep working, and it will turn your life around. I hope people see you for who you really are and not this character that you made. And you really are a nice person when you put the bullshit aside.
Do you ever think of him like you want to have sex with him again?
No, I don't think of anybody like that, Howard.
You don't miss it?
The part I miss about Eric, and this is the God's honest truth, is that when he was staying at my house for a little while, he was very conscientious. He was good with my kids. He kept the house clean, and he was very helpful at all.
All right. Thank you, Angel. All right, Eric, that's a very nice way to end this.
What do you do, Eric? You hypnotize these women. They can't live without you.
Who knew?
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Angel.
You're welcome. Take care.
Yes. Wow. Who the hell would ever figure you have any kind of life with anybody? This is exciting for you that you even have a girl who's like fighting with you. Right?
Yeah.
Good for you. You're like a chubby Hugh Hefner.
I'm telling you the truth.
You did have sex, huh?
Yes, I did.
Well, yeah, why would you lie about that?
Well, I can see why a guy would lie about it.
Because that night when we went to the hotel, she didn't want to tell anyone. She didn't want to let anybody know.
Well, I could imagine why. I mean, look at you.
She'd be too embarrassed.
Of course. I'd be embarrassed if I was a woman. You could understand that, right?
What, have a sex with me?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, of course. If I was a woman, I wouldn't even admit to having sex with me. Imagine you. All right, listen, Mark, congratulations on being such a nice guy and giving Eric a chance.
I hope
like
there
that.
is a new Eric, because Eric's been going down the wrong road for a long
He's trying to
time.
get me on that weight loss show on the ABC.
All right, that's a good idea because something's got to motivate you.
You think that Eric could really be disciplined enough to lose weight?
No.
Okay.
And Eric, maybe if they offered him enough money, he could do it.
You think?
Yeah. Money has a strange motivator. Also, I don't know what's going on with you and your sister in this will. I can't make heads or tails out of it. I mean, I hope you get some money. But who knows? Maybe your mommy didn't really want you to have any money. Maybe she felt you were irresponsible or something. Something went down. The mother said, Eric knows.
Well, I don't know.
Well, you better start searching your memory.
Yeah.
Because it's in there somewhere.
It's lonely in there.
I keep thinking, but nothing happened.
What is it, Irish John?
Hey, Howard. Hey, Eric's sister is just being greedy. The mother changed her will 2 months before she died, so she wasn't in her right mind.
Well, you don't know that. Irish John,
it just was a recent change. That's what you know.
Could be.
My mother died of cancer. I know from experience. Your motor skills go, your mind goes, and his sister put those papers in front
I think there's a lot of history. You don't know Eric's sister. You shouldn't really say that.
Well, I know
Thank you. She might have a different point of view.
Right. But if he is aware that it was a recent change, then that's an actual fact. But you don't know those other things.
Well, and Nick, you have the last word with High Pitch Eric.
Yeah, thanks, Howard. If anything, get Eric on a lie detector test. Get Ed Torrey in there, get him hooked up, and get him some questions. And just do it that way. Then you can find out if he's lying or telling the fucking truth. Bottom line.
Well, you got to love this whole saga.
Oh, it's fantastic. I mean, it's great radio. No,
I was gonna hook Eric up to a lie detector, but Ed Torian refuses to touch Eric. So how are we supposed to do it?
You can't blame Ed for that.
Right.
You can't blame Ed for that. But.
Well, I like that you're living at Bob Levy's, and that Bob hooked you up with Mark, and Mark gave you a job. This I like.
And I'm also doing comedy shows because he books comedy
That's
shows.
right. A high pitch is going to be with Bob and Shuley and Beetlejuice this Friday night at the Chambers Hill Fire Company in Harrisburg. And Saturday night at the Fearless Fire Company in Allentown. And if you need some kind of info on that, RevBobLevy.com will help you out. Eric, we've learned nothing. I have no idea what's going on. I don't know what to tell you with your sister. I don't know what to tell you with this angel.
Do you have a lawyer?
Yeah.
You do?
You didn't seem so clear on that.
No, I do have a lawyer.
You have a lawyer, and he feels confident you'll be able to get the money.
Yeah.
He does?
Yes.
And when are you scheduled to go to court?
Not for a while.
I see. It's going to take some time. All right.
Yeah.
Well, Eric, you've done it again. You've confused everyone. And that's what you do.
But I came in to talk about the will.
I'm glad you did.
Yeah,
Why
but
do you
you
look
don't
like you're
know
on the verge
anything
of
about
tears?
the will.
What is going
I'm not
on?
on the verge of tears.
You look like you're going to cry.
No.
Should be happy. You just got a lot of airtime.
I am happy because, I love when I come here and see you because you're the man.
Thank you.
And Robin, I love you too.
Well, we love you, Eric, and we've been worried about you. I'm glad that you're doing well now.
Right. And I'm glad you didn't change your voice because you're right. Who the hell would have you on the show?
Yeah, he'd be sitting at home listening.
Low pitch, Eric.
I can do a low pitch voice.
You know. Well, you're a new. I know you can. He can speak in a lower voice.
Yeah, it just doesn't
You
stay
want to hear
there.
real quick?
Yeah.
Hello, Robin. It's Howard.
Yeah. And maybe you ought to use that voice on the construction site. I'm sure guys will make fun of you otherwise.
No, I use my real voice at the construction
You
site.
do. Do the other workers get along with him?
Yeah, except yesterday he took his clothes off for some reason.
Why? What are you doing?
Just to be funny.
To be funny. Listen to me. I'm going to tell you something, and Mark's going to agree with me, I bet. Don't be funny at the job.
Okay.
Try to be serious, right?
Yeah, it
You're
wasn't funny.
Yeah, you're at a private home. You're doing construction.
Yeah, anybody could walk through there.
Nobody wants to see you nude.
Okay.
It's not funny.
All right.
You want to be funny outside of work.
Okay.
When you're at work, no funny.
That's another thing Bob Levy should write down.
Write that down.
Because work is serious.
Work is serious, and don't be naked on the job.
Okay.
Because it's disgusting.
All right.
Do you have a cousin named Corey?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I do.
You do?
Yeah.
He's on the phone. He says he knows something. You want to talk to him?
No, I don't.
Let's talk to him. Let's see what he has to say. What is it, Corey?
Hello.
Hi.
Hey now.
Hey now.
Hey, Corey, what's up?
Eric, you don't want to talk to me?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How can you told Howard you don't want to put me on?
I don't know. I didn't know what
You must be afraid of what you're going to say.
Yeah, it looks like it, right?
So you must know why Eric's mother left him out of the will.
Honestly, I don't. I don't know anything specific, but she was a really good woman. That's what I wanted to say. You know, you guys.
Oh, thank you.
You guys are saying. I was at the funeral. I saw Eric there. He was upset. You know, I mean, who wasn't upset? She was a really good woman.
Well, so you don't have any insight into this.
I don't know. Nothing that.
You think Eric's mother wanted him in the will? Do you think that this was the act of a woman who was, sort of out of her mind at that point?
No, I don't think she was out of her mind.
Right. So you think you think these were her wishes?
I don't know. Yeah, probably. I mean, you know what I mean? Well, why would she leave him out if it wasn't her wishes?
Well, do you know what Eric's relationship was with his mother? Did he see her?
I had a great relationship with her here and there.
Well,
I'm asking Corey.
Well, here's the thing, Robin. I'm related to Eric through his mother's brother. This guy Arnie, who's the only brother of Eric's mother, Lori, and I'm Arnie's nephew, who actually was just.
All right. So what do you know?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I don't need the whole family tree. All right. Listen, Corey, I'm getting out of this. Thanks, Corey.
All right.
I appreciate it. All right. Eric,
Get an answer.
Nobody seems to know anything. All right, Eric. I wish you luck or something. I hope.
Do you think he can break the will?
Do I think he can break the will? I'd have to see the will. Because I, of course, have a law background. And I know what I'm talking about every minute. But, yes, I mean, we would have to examine the evidence. You know.
And what about that paper that he claims he didn't know what he was signing when he said he would not contest the will?
I could believe he didn't know what he was signing. That I believe.
I didn't know they were signing.
Of course you didn't. I don't think you know what day it is.
What day is it, Eric?
All I know he'll end up at Taco Bell today eating through half the menu.
Today is January 27th.
How many calories did Eric eat? We figured it out just in that one meal.
How many calories do you think?
I don't know. I know it was $28 worth of tacos.
$28 worth that he ate on his own?
Yes.
Wow.
You want the numbers?
Yeah.
It was 2,840 calories, 100 grams of fat, and 7,000 grams of salt.
Oh, my goodness.
Should I go on the scale real quick, see how much you weigh?
Yeah, go ahead. Go stand on the scale. I'll weigh you. And then I got to take a break, Eric. I can't do this all morning. Get up there and weigh yourself. He looks as big. I've never seen anything like it. It's wild. It's wild. Go ahead. Talking to that mic.
All right, I'm on the scale right now.
Oh, let me see. Wow, what do you think you weigh?
Like 320?
You weigh 343 pounds.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
It's time to lose some weight.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Before I was 350, I knew I was 350.
Right.
I lost some weight.
344 you weigh now.
All right.
Yeah, I guess you build up a hunger when you work.
Because, you step on my shoes. All right.
You're not stepping on it.
Not now, no.
344 is what you weigh.
All right.
All right. Thank you, High Pitch. And Mark, God bless you. You're doing a good thing. You're a good man. I don't know who the hell. Bob Levy is a saint, and you're a saint.
Who knew that Bob was a saint?
I would take this guy, throw him right out in the street.
Don't forget your papers, Eric.
Yeah. Oh, he's back down on the couch.
Sitting down.
All right, we're going to take a break. We're going to haul Eric out of here. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate your appearance, and I wish you luck with your court case.
Thank you.
Eric, so, sounds like someone's lying. I don't know if it's you or Angel.
It's Angel. Why would I lie about having sex in the hotel? Why would I lie about that?
I don't know.
She's the one lying because she told me she didn't want to tell anyone.
So are you done with her?
I'm done with her. She's done with me.
Now, what's going to happen with your mother's will? What are you going to do if you get the money?
I'm going to invest it somewhere.
You're going to be smart with it?
I'm going to be very smart with it.
Now, are you going to pay back any of the people that you owe money?
If I get the money, yes.
Well, what's first, paying back the people or investing?
Paying back the people, then investing.
All right, so you got your head straight. You know what you're going to do with it?
Yeah.
So you think you're going to get it?
Yeah. No, hopefully.
All right.
All right?
Good luck with that, man.
Thank you.
Do you pray? What's going down with that whole thing? You know that's not going anywhere.
Huh?
That's not going anywhere. It's never going to fuck you.
Thanks.
What?
Calm down. Give me a second to answer.
He's got to boot up.
I'm not 3G.
Yeah.
I called her yesterday. I think she flew back yesterday. So I called her and left her a voicemail. And
yeah.
So that was it? She didn't answer?
I attached the GPS to her. That's how I know she's back.
She didn't rush to pick up?
No. Well, she might have been flying. I don't know.
Yeah.
If she's not still flying, you never got an answer?
Hi, JD. I'm going to be flying for the next 7 weeks. I'm going somewhere very far away. I'm taking a space shuttle to the moon.
Where are you going? Maybe I can join you. I have frequent flyer miles.
No, I'm not like that.
I want to see you very badly. What was the message you left?
It was bad. I don't know.
I've got the Kubrick box set.
Because he tries to be funny, like, and witty with these girls.
Really?
So he always leaves goofy messages.
How the hell do you know how I am?
Well, we saw your card.
Whatever. What do you want me to do? Be
Hi, JD.
And boring?
I'm in the Caribbean with the Jets quarterback, Mark Sanchez. But I'll call you as soon as I get home.
Yeah, who was she saying give me a call to?
Mark Sanchez.
Hi,
For him, she picks up.
Yeah. Oh, it's JD on the phone. I'll just let my voicemail get it. Oh, look, it's Mark Sanchez.
Hi, it's JD. I'm a quarterback of the Full Sail chess team.
Yeah, you know what you should have said? I'm Mark Sanchez.
Hi, this is Mark Sanchez, and J.D. Harmeyer is my best friend. I think you should date him.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Hi, how are you?
You sound a lot like J.D.
I know. When you hang out with your friends, you kind of adopt their characteristics.
So what was the message you left her? Run it by me so I can evaluate.
So you can evaluate?
Yeah, I'm trying to help you.
I know. Listen, it was bad because I had sort of something planned and then it just it didn't go well.
You had it thought out.
Someone texted me during it too, and it sort of threw me off. And
you were on overload.
Yeah. So I just said, I was calling to see how your trip out in LA went, and if you want to see, maybe if you want to hang out or whatever, just let me know. And
a big more exciting conversation like this.
Should have told you have a ghost living at your house.
Yeah.
He's a gay Republican.
Did you try to erase and re-record?
No, I don't know how to do that.
You didn't listen back?
No, I don't. Do you think I want to listen back to me?
Hey, Gary. You got to call Ashley Dupre and tell her to save these messages.
No.
I need to hear them. I got to hear what he's been leaving.
I've only left the one. I hate leaving voicemails.
You're kidding. You have such a command of the language.
Yeah.
I got something great for you here. JD, we got in touch with Ashley Dupre, his new girlfriend.
Oh, yeah?
I got that. I said, JD, what's it like when you leave these voice messages for Ashley Dupre? How you doing with that? And he says, I don't know, Ashley Dupre. So where are you, JD?
Does he know you have this?
Yeah, he knows I was going for it. I don't know if he knows I have it. Basically, the message is like, hey, Ashley, this is good.
Eloquent.
This is good. I got it. I can help you now. Now I hear what you're doing. This is a good audio aid.
You can't help him with Ashley. He's blown that, hasn't he?
Well, this message ain't going to win over any gal. You don't sound confident.
Hear it, dude.
What? Come here. I can't hear you.
Just play it.
Listen to me. Listen to me. I'm trying to help you here, I swear.
Because Ashley still hasn't answered him, has she?
No. Yeah. We were texting last night, actually.
Really?
Yes.
And she's going to go out with you again? No.
You don't know that.
Is she? Did she agree to a date?
She said maybe later in the week.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Maybe.
Yes.
And she ain't Russian. When's the last time you saw her?
Well, she was out in L.A. for 2 weeks.
Exactly.
Yeah, but how long has she been back?
She just got back last night.
Oh,
a couple nights ago.
All I'm going to say to you is this. When you leave a message for this Ashley Dupre, if you really want her, and I know you do, I know you're very attracted to her, and I want to see you get her as a girlfriend.
That would be good for us.
Well,
I'm trying to help. That's all I'm trying to help.
All right.
Here's what I'm saying. You get on like this. Ashley, hi, it's JD. I thought our date was great, and I think you're terrific and love to get together with you again. And there's something I want to talk to you about anyway, so give me a call. That's it. Boom. You got to sound... You're on there like this. In fact, the opening sentence... You're reminding her who you are. She knows who you are. She spent an hour with you.
That's pretty bad.
It was a joke.
Yeah, but it don't sound like a joke to me.
Sorry. Okay, sorry.
When did you become a jokester?
Yeah, when did you become funny?
Fuck you. I am funny, asshole.
All right, let's listen in. This is JD seducing.
See, you're laughing right now, Robin. See?
It's like you're saying I'm forgettable and I'm sorry for calling. It sounds like an apology.
Hello, remember me?
Hello, this is JD. We had a date.
Put those headphones back on.
Put those headphones back on. How dare you? And I try to help you.
I don't want to listen to it.
You're lucky that I take the time to help you and improve you.
I'm so lucky. Thank you.
You're going to miss a pearl.
So much.
Are you insane?
So
you're getting free advice.
Everyone to hear this.
Usually I charge for this.
You're getting a dating consultant here.
Yeah, you got a guy on your team who's a real winner. It's like getting coaching from Bobby Fischer in chess. All right. Okay. You know how successful I am at dating.
I know.
You're
That's
a
right.
coxman.
I'm a coxman.
You are.
My dick was in Fred's ass for 3 years. Let's see you pull that off. All right, here we go.
You don't have to listen to him now.
Hello, Fred. This is Howard. You might remember it. I know, seriously, when I listened to this, I said, you're fumfering too much? You're too much? And you're reminding her who you are too much. Here we go.
Did you prepare?
What? I want to be someone else? I want to be someone fake?
Yeah.
No. Did you prepare for this phone? I mean, did you like...
My strike is my spontaneity.
I didn't really prepare. I don't want to be like...
rehearsed.
Because that's not how I am.
Yeah, but maybe you should be, is what I'm saying.
Then, you know what? She'll find out who I am sooner or later.
Oh, no, she has a good idea who you are. Notice she hasn't gone out with you again.
Shut up.
Here we go. Listen.
So be it then.
Even when you hear this message, you're going to say, if I was a girl, put yourself in a girl's shoes.
I don't want to hear myself.
Fact, go back in the other room and dress up as a woman and listen to this. All right, here we go.
God.
Hey, it's JD's message.
Hello, Miss Ashley. This is
JD from the Howard Stern show. We had hot chocolate at cafeteria a couple weeks ago. Someone texted me.
What?
Anyways, I was just seeing how I was actually, no, this is going to be the worst voicemail ever. This is why I never leave them. I hope your flight back home is okay. I was just seeing how your trip went, and I was going to see if you wanted to see a movie or hang out or do something later this weekend, whenever.
First of all, how many us do you put in this thing? Number one, you got to get a little more confident here. I know the real you. You're a good guy.
No,
but this is not coming across in this message. It's like, that's all I hear. And it's very monotone. You sound very depressed. You're like, I know you're
thought
trying
he
to sound...
eventually was going to go into my eyes are brown, my hair's brown,
Yeah,
I'm
like-
about 5'10".
Why
That
not
would have
write-
been going too far in the joke.
Why not write down what you're going to say first? I would.
Oh, okay.
If I was this bad on the phone.
Hey, Miss Ashley.
You know what?
Even Miss Ashley, what's that?
I don't like that.
I used to watch Sesame Street. And I thought of Miss Piggy.
And then you go,
I leave the worst voice messages.
Yeah, that's why I never do it. And when I fucking do it, this happens. So it'll never happen again.
I'm about to leave you the most boringest voice message.
Honestly,
and the dumbest.
can I be serious with you? I love you. I swear. Especially when we instant message. You're a very witty guy. You're a funny guy. But when it comes to this communicating with broads, you get all tongue-tied. This message, you might as well just have called up and said, hello, Miss Ashley, please don't fuck me ever. And then be done with it.
I'm cutting off my cock because there's no need to have one.
Right. I'm cutting my cock off.
First of all...
Wait, I didn't even finish it. Here, let's just finish.
Yeah, let's...
You got 13 more seconds on this fucker.
Great, yeah.
Of course, unless Mark Sanchez calls in. I totally understand. So, anyways, get home safe. And call me, text me. Talk to you whenever. Bye.
Call me, text me, Pony Express me.
Whatever.
Courier Pigeon.
Imagine if a pigeon showed up at JD's window and it was a message from Ashley.
Never see me again.
I've never seen you this smitten, though. I know your pain.
Yeah.
You're in love. I know it.
I'm not in love. I just
You certainly are crushing.
I am crushing, but I'm not in
friend.
love. I'm not in love.
And you're worried about her safety. You sound like her dad.
Oh,
I'm worried about you.
And go home safe.
Did I say I was worried about it?
Hope you have a good flight.
Yeah.
Make sure you wear
Wondering
clean
about
underwear
your
in case you get into a car wreck.
And listen, you should pack extra food for the flight, and make sure you wear warm socks. And don't walk in your socks to the bathroom and get shit all over your feet.
And if you walk through a dark parking lot, have keys in your hand in case you get jumped. You can always slash their face with your keys.
And after dinner, floss, because I'm worried about your teeth too.
A girl like you should pack pepper spray.
Yeah, if you're walking your dog, you should have pepper sprays.
Always, and don't wear your iPod. I got jumped one time.
And anyone will tell
wearing
you,
iPod.
the opening sentence is the most important. That's what the girls evaluate, even in a speech. Opening sentence, strong and confident. Hey, Ashley, what's happening? It's JD. Looking to see you. What's going on? Tell me what's happening. Let's get together. Boom. Powerful. Yeah, baby, I got things going on. Even have a girl giggling in the background. Oh, don't pay any attention to who that is.
Shut up, bitch.
Yeah.
Let me talk.
Shut up, bitch.
Yeah, hire Robin to talk in the background.
Listen,
Oh, JD.
I have nothing to say.
JD, you're con.
Listen, whore, shut up.
Shut up, you little
JD.
whore. I'm talking to my real girlfriend. Fuck
I'm
you.
hungry for
Listen.
you.
Yeah, well, I can only fuck 4 times a day.
Put
Give
my
it to
balls
me
in your mouth.
again. I can't stand to be without you.
Hey, Robin, Mary, put my balls in your mouth.
If you don't shut up, I'm going to fuck you in the ass 10 more times.
Robin will be like, who are you calling? I need you. Fuck off,
Get
whore.
off the phone with that bitch.
It's time for your anal.
You're my JD.
No, you should yell in the background. Oh, JD, you're too big. It hurts.
Yeah. Oh, JD, you're hurting me.
Take
Fuck
it all,
off.
bitch.
How could you be on the phone while you're fucking me?
I hope Richard is isolating you right now, by the way.
Oh, I'll shut up.
Didn't think of that.
Take all 14 inches of JD's love stick.
I want all 14 inches
But that
of your
opening,
love.
honestly, man, the opening sentence has got to be improved.
First of all, I was going for
what?
Casual.
Go ahead.
And,
you got
No,
that.
you were going for retarded.
You were retarded casual. That's the new JD.
I just wasn't trying to be, douchey. And
you came off douchey.
I don't know. I came off douchey. I'd rather be dorky than douchey. So that's.
I think you were.
I think you
if
were
there's
both.
a word for combination douchey and dorky, it was like dookie.
Well, okay.
You were dorsey.
Even Elephant Boy has a better delivery than you. Remember when Elephant
Hello,
Boy?
couples. Hello, dead couples.
Yeah, he was.
Hi there, couples. I'm looking for a couple in the 30s or 40s in which the male is bi. I am a white male, 38 years old. I am 5'10", 165 pounds. I'm 12 and disease-free. I don't play head games, and I'm looking to
He's
have...
disease-free and doesn't play head games.
Look, eloquent.
Eloquent. I mean, okay, he's got a speech impediment.
a discreet, sexual encounter with a couple. If this interests you, leave a message. It's box 5028.
Wow, that kid is smooth.
He knows what he wants.
No, but honestly, with the opening sentence, girl's going to hear. This is what she's going to hear. I can't leave a voicemail. I mean, who can't leave a voicemail? I'm so bad at it.
Me.
Yeah, but you don't say that to a girl. You work on it. You work
that
on
was supposed to be a joke too.
No, I don't know what I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
You don't. You don't. Now, I'm trying to help you. You got to write down stuff before you call her.
All right.
Can't be funfking all over the place. You want to get in this girl's pants or not? I mean, I'm not.
If anything's going to happen,
Say the truth.
You want to fuck her.
Well, yes, I'm very attracted to her. Yes.
All right, so let's get down to business here.
Well,
Let's coach you.
I don't know what's necessary. I've been out with her once. I don't necessarily know. She's already said she
wants Mark Sanchez. We got that loud and clear.
You even bring that up.
Yeah. Why are you bringing his name up for in your message? Yeah, Mark Sanchez, I understand. No, I don't understand. I'm better than Mark Sanchez, you say.
Well,
I got things going on. I pull clips for the show.
I'm smart. I can handle things.
We got something in common. Neither one of us is in the Super Bowl.
I was at least born in America. Where's he from?
What's that? Sanchez. I got a Sanchez for you, dirty Sanchez.
Yeah, tell you have a dirty Sanchez. Say you don't have Mark Sanchez, but you have dirty Sanchez.
Hey, dirty Sanchez here.
Yeah, I'll shit in your mouth. What is a dirty Sanchez?
I think it's where you fuck the girl in the ass and then you take your shit-covered cock and give her a little mustache.
Oh.
Is it? Ugh.
Yeah, you got to tell her you have a dirty Sanchez. Yeah, that's right, because then she looks like Frito Bandito.
I'll make you look like Che.
Maybe I can't throw a football, but I can work 4 TiVos at once.
I can throw a football. Not like him.
Right.
But I bet you can't work those remote controls.
Hello, Miss Ashley. This is
Come back.
Let me hear this opening sentence so I can help you.
We're going to do it line by line.
Don't
now.
walk out of here.
We're not.
Yeah, let me analyze this.
I cannot wait for a wrap-up show today.
Okay, that's soon.
Yeah.
Hey, it's JD's message.
Hello, Miss Ashley. This is JD from the Howard Stern show. We had a hot chocolate at cafeteria a couple weeks.
What is that? She knows you had hot chocolate at cafeteria.
We had hot chocolate.
I mean, Jesus Christ! And you tell you from the Howard Stern show. She knows. You're acting like she forgot you already. You're very memorable.
How many times have you texted with this girl?
A little bit.
So she knows you.
Yeah.
This is JD from the Howard Stern show.
Okay.
We texted a couple of times.
Let me look at my calendar what day we had. We had hot chocolate. I don't know if you remember me. Of course she remembers you.
Sorry, I'm not, Sid Caesar. Someone says something funny.
Caesar.
I don't know.
We had
Sid Caesar.
First funny name I thought of.
We had a hot chocolate. We sat 3 tables from the door. and we were, let's see, I believe our waiter's name was Luis.
I wear glasses.
You had the bagel with scallion cream cheese, and I had an egg sandwich on toast. Do you recall any of this? I have every bit of it memorized. You were wearing a very tight top with your titties, and your nip was almost showing.
No cleavage. No cleavage.
No cleavage. I was very disappointed.
The military.
She knows who you are. The whole opening of the message is explaining who you are. It's ridiculous.
God.
Look, I'm trying to leave you a funny message. I'm not Sid Caesar. I'm like Mom from Averly.
I'm like Julius Caesar.
Julius Caesar.
I'm like a dead Roman emperor.
I got stabbed in the back by everybody, by life.
By Brutus.
I just remember how good you smelled, like vanilla. Do you remember me? I had an enormous pimple on my right cheek.
Fuck you,
I'm not
Wilmer.
kidding. I really did.
Remember when I tried to steam it with the latte?
I look like I swallowed my twin.
Remember I asked you to... I look like I shit out my twin on my face. Sorry I popped it on you.
Right. You know, Andy Garcia had a twin on his back.
Sorry my zit popped in the middle of our conversation and it hit you in the eye.
And remember I told you it was whipped cream? I was lying.
Don't you remember me? Remember we talked about the Jerky Boys and how Kissel's our favorite character? Do you remember that? I know you
told you they broke up.
And then you fell asleep.
I texted Kissel. He didn't respond.
Hello, Kissel. You remember me, Kissel? All right, listen, you can't start off trying to get this girl to remember you, man. She remembers you.
I was
are
going
a
for a
person.
joke.
No,
Obviously,
you weren't.
Yes, I was.
You delivered it very flat. You
Well,
didn't
okay.
even laugh.
I'm not a stand-up comedian.
Who are you, Stephen Wright?
Yeah. Hello.
I think he's funny, actually.
I saw the rain, but the rain didn't see me.
He's a funny guy.
Some people like to wake up in the morning. I don't.
See, you're laughing already.
See?
Some guys like to leave meaningless messages on people's voicemails. So was it really a meaningful use of technology?
If I text Ashley Dupre and she doesn't see it, did the text really occur? I don't know. So you can't open up like this. I don't care. If it's a joke, no one's getting it.
I'll work on my Dane Cook impression and Stephen Wright.
Hey, it's JD's message.
Hello, Miss Ashley. This is JD from the Howard Stern show. We had hot chocolate at the cafeteria a couple weeks ago. Someone texted me.
What?
Anyways,
what is that? What did you even say there?
There's a sound. I didn't know if it comes through the phone or not. I guess not. But whenever I get a text,
someone texts me,
it beeps or whatever.
Oh.
I have
That's why I didn't know if it came through or not. That's why I said something. I guess it didn't.
Wow.
So you sound just like a lunatic.
Yes, I do.
Out of the stream of consciousness thought.
I don't like the spontaneous JD. I like a guy who thinks things through first. Yeah.
Sounds like someone text me.
I know, you should just be like, oh, Robin keeps texting me. She wants to fuck me. Something.
I keep telling that whore I can only do it 12 times a day.
Robin's such a fucking whore. Something. Robin doesn't care. She wants to see you get laid.
I'll be that girl for you.
Yeah.
The one you can't get rid of.
Hot chocolate at the cafeteria a couple weeks ago. Someone texted me. Anyways, I was just seeing how I was actually, no, this is going to be the worst voicemail ever. This is why I never leave them. I hope your flight back home is okay. I was just seeing how your trip went, and I was going to see if you wanted to see a movie or hang out or do something later this weekend, whenever. Of course, unless Mark Sanchez calls in. I totally understand. So, anyways, get home safe and call me, text me.
Mark Sanchez calls in. Call me, text me, whatever. Smoke signal me.
Have you ever seen those movies where the guy becomes just the girl's friend?
Yes, Robin.
Well,
Robin, I've lived that life. Are you kidding me?
That's where you're headed.
He wrote that movie.
You don't even have to text me. Just open your curtains. I'm sitting on a bench across the street from your apartment.
I'll be waiting outside your door when you land.
Of course, I'll understand if Mark Sanchez calls.
All right. Stay away from Mark Sanchez and Ryan Seacrest.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. That was the best thing you did.
That's his love voice. Bye. I gotta go. I got a lot going on.
That's my Richard Christie impression of how he says bye.
I got a lot going on. Gotta go roll, baby.
Bye.
That's how I roll.
All right, you got it. Okay, play it over and over.
The only saving grace on this whole message is she probably only understood like 4 of the words.
Or she didn't have time to listen to the whole thing.
It went on forever. Hope your flight was okay. Hope you're safe.
Hope you weren't sitting next to a fat guy on the airplane. He just sweat on you.
You even ask Benji for some help. This kid knows how to fuck. He knows how to get girls. I'll tell you that.
I read those notes, yeah.
Yeah. He knows how to do it.
Benji, would you write him a voicemail? Message?
Honestly, help him out.
I want to work
with Benji.
I'll work on it on my own. If it.
Yeah, but this guy.
Well, then run it by Benji.
I'll run.
I mean, Benji's no beauty, and he's getting 4 or 5 girls a week.
No, hey, but Howard's advice about just being real confident and even leaving 3 words would have been probably stronger.
Okay, all right. Listen, I guess I was too casual, and that's what I was sort of going for, but it didn't go right. So
the iPod is useless technology.
But it's never over till she gets like a restraining order or something.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Benji's had a few of those.
He knows when to stop when the restraining order comes.
He understands the law. But she said she had a hard time understanding JD, not only because he mumbles, but she was underneath Mark Sanchez's body. It was hard to hear. Her ears were covered.
Oh.
Hey-o.
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Wow. Okay, Andy, you're on the air. What's up?
Oh, God.
Hey, what's up, Howard? I've been dating Ashley for about 2 years, and at first I was going to have words with JD, but I realized we were doing some serious banging the other night when he called, and me and her were there for about an hour and a half.
Right.
So I was going to say, could he keep the phone calls coming, because it's making me look great.
All right, there's Ashley's boyfriend. She doesn't have a boyfriend, right? She told you that.
Yeah, not that I'm aware of.
Right. Okay, Paul, you're on the air in Burlington, Vermont. Say good morning.
Good morning, guys.
Morning.
JD, you sounded a little terrified there when you started that message. You play it back, just the tone in his voice, he just sounded terrified.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't necessarily terrified. I mean, yeah, I don't like to leave voicemails in the first place because of shit like this. But whatever. I tried it, and I doubt I'll do it again.
It wasn't a 10.
Maybe you should call people you don't care about and start leaving voicemails.
Would you mind if he called you and practice?
Oh, he can call.
All right. Would you save those?
Absolutely.
Hi, Robin. This is Confident JD. I just want to say, how you doing, baby? Look, I'm rolling out tonight, maybe with a couple of guys.
Remember me? I work on the Howard Stern Show.
Yeah. Which if you called Robin, you wouldn't go.
In the studio, you humiliated me for like 45 minutes.
You know, it'd be crazy. What a great plot for a movie. JD starts leaving Robin messages, and she starts to fall in love with him. He gets so good at it. I wrote a poem for you, Robin. And he seduces you.
There you go.
It's like Pretty Woman.
Then I really will be in the background going, no, JD, don't call Ashley.
Yeah, and then you realize at the end, and then he gets the date with JD, gets so good at it. You know, he gets the date with Ashley Dupre, and then you go and you bust up the date.
I start stalking him.
And then you kill both of them in a jealous rage.
Oh, my God. JD was in a love triangle.
And you go to jail, and then this lesbian attacks you.
Oh, my God. We're
totally
now in the sequel.
you.
Robin in jail.
I'd go watch that.
Yeah, so maybe it's time to lower those expectations a little bit, JD.
There's no expectations. It's whatever. I forget it. I don't want to talk anymore.
No, you're attracted to her, and you're attempting
to lie like he wants to be this girl's friend.
No, he wants to seduce her.
Right. All right, I'll let you go. Thanks, Howard.
All right, thank you.
F. Ralph.
Jeff the drunk, go ahead.
Oh, God.
You sound like a fucking loser, JD.
Even Jeff can hear it.
Jeff's saying that. I mean, this is a guy who's scraping the bottom of the barrel, and he says you sound like a loser.
This guy who calls every day hitting on the female interns.
His voicemails are better.
Jeff, do me a favor.
Yeah.
Show JD how to leave a message. Leave a message if you were going to call Ashley Dupre. Seriously.
Hi, Ashley. Jeff here. Give me a call if you want to fuck.
I like it.
That's confidence.
Let's go to Vito. Thank you, Jeff. Let's go to Vito. Vito?
Hey now. Peace and love. JD, you don't know how to do anything, man. I counted 26. What are you doing, you mumbling, stumbling fuck?
Did you count 26 us?
I counted. I could have sworn it was more than 26, probably, but I lost count. Actually, I really did.
I should do a count on that.
Oh, God.
Oh my God.
Can I is this done? Can I go for this?
Do you feel that I helped you?
I guess, in some weird way.
Right.
Go ahead and leave your next voicemail.
No, I'm not doing that voicemail
Come
for a while. No.
Come on.
I'll be Ashley Dupre. Hi, this is Ashley Dupre. Leave a message at the beep. You know what to do.
Hey.
Beep.
Beep. Hey, Ashley, it's JD. Give me a call. Bye.
Oh, no.
You're weak.
It's better than what you left, but... Yeah, that is better. But we got to add a little to it. A little personality. Let's call her now and leave a voicemail.
Yeah, on the air.
While we're asleep.
Oh, that would be so cool.
Let's
would be
do
so
it.
good.
You got a number on her?
Yeah, I got her number.
Oh, he's got it memorized. You kidding me?
Are you ready to do this? Because I'll help you with it. Do you want Robin and Moan in the background? JD.
Listen, she's probably not even listening. I don't need this. No.
back.
No. Well, I know.
Come into the light.
This is not this because it would just she's probably not listening and it would just be weird.
Again.
We could all be
Come
moaning
on.
girls. Oh.
JD, you left us. What are you
JD, my
doing?
legs are spread. Come
on.
Hurry. Shut up. Try to talk to Ashley.
We're ready to have more fun with your big 14 inches.
Listen, you den of horrors, shut up.
I love it when you call me whore. Come back.
I could see in her advice column, there's a guy hounding me and I don't know what to do.
With his cackling friends.
Although she'd probably really dig it if we were all moaning in the background and it was kind of a funny voicemail.
Oh, yeah, she'd love...
Hello, this is the badass. Yeah, call her as the badass.
No, I don't need to go
Want to
down
give
that
her a
road
message
yet.
right now? We'll be quiet, I swear.
No,
I think you're ready. I think you're
I
ready.
don't want to do it right now.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Because you got buddies here to help you, give you confidence. Just look at me, and you'll loosen up.
Yeah. Look at you laughing at me.
Right.
That loosens me up all right.
What are you going to say? Let's rehearse.
Say this. Hey, Ashley. It's the J-Man. Just hanging on the biggest radio show in the world. Call me. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Who's someone when you leave a message that you feel totally confident and relaxed?
I really don't leave messages for anyone, but you know, it's usually like and not a girl. Like
right. Go ahead.
I don't know, like
Richard,
John Hine or Richard.
John Hine. All right. So pretend you're talking to John Hine. What would
then
you say?
you'll be telling him I'm depressed and I need to go to the hospital.
John, can you fix my BlackBerry?
What are we talking about? Fantasy football or Guitar Hero?
What do you like better, the Jets or the Giants? I don't know. Ashley, I enjoyed your daughter's bat mitzvah. Oh, you're not John Hine. Sorry. Well, I don't know. You want to do it now or no?
I don't care. I mean,
You know?
I just don't want.
I don't even know how to work the phone here.
I don't know if she'll be listening, and she might actually wake up and pick up.
Oh, you don't want to wake her up.
Oh, I'm sure she puts her phone on.
Puts it on vibrators.
On voicemail.
Gary has that way you can go right to voicemail.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Gary, you know how to work this phone so I can dial it? And then, it doesn't get on the air? I never bothered to read the manual and learn that function. What's up?
You have to push down a button
Yeah.
and dial. You won't hear the beeps, and then just pot it up and you should be fine.
Do it for me. I'm too tired.
Wait, no, Gary. I don't think Gary understands what you're saying.
No, he's got it.
Yeah, he doesn't want to hear the numbers.
No, but you just wanted to go right to voicemail.
Oh, yeah, isn't that a whole thing? There's just some device that it can go right to voicemail.
You're trying to call whose voicemail?
Ashley Dupree. It's tough, right?
I don't know. Can you go, oh, that's that other number.
Yeah.
I got to go look that up. I can't remember the name
That's a
of it.
Sal and Richard thing.
Oh, you got to go through another number?
Well, you don't want to talk to her?
He wants to leave a voicemail.
You want me to leave a voicemail.
All right, tell you what. You got her number, Gare?
I have it.
You have it?
Yeah.
All right. I can. But don't fuck it up. I'm being serious, man. If you're going to get in this girl's pants, you got to. Let's rehearse. What are you going to say to her?
Hello, John.
Can I get my phone first so we can do this?
Go
Wait
get the
a
phone
minute.
number.
Should he be holding like just a receiver to pretend like he's really on the phone?
No, it's all right. We're going to pretend.
This guy went to Full Sail. He
No.
can pretend.
This guy's a college graduate. I hope he does a better job.
Well, he can't do much worse, can
Why don't you
he?
write him out something, Benji? You're pretty good with the gals. What would you do?
I actually think. I mean, we've already used the show, kind of like you being part of the message is a great bet, right?
Yeah, but he needs something witty to say that he doesn't fuck up. He's such a marble.
He just needs to see her in person.
Maybe.
Hi,
I need to see you.
Hi, I need to see you. I'm a mush mouth. Look, if you don't see me, I'm gonna just
be able to read that?
bug the shit out of you and follow you everywhere and be everywhere you are.
I don't think he needs to go, like you're saying, like don't be a friend, but I think he just doing any activity with her will help him.
So why does he say this?
We need to leave a message so she calls him.
Yeah, he
What
needs
is
to-
that?
he wants to do
Ashley, can I come by and juggle your tits for a half an hour?
What are you gonna say in this message?
Hey, it's
I like this. I like that sound. Go ahead.
Hey.
All right, come on.
Hey, it's Ryan Seacrest.
Hey, it's JD. I really regret leaving you. No. I really regret giving you permission to give the.
Wait, that's funny. That was funny. I like where you're going with that. Oh, hey, this is JD Ashley. Oh, do I regret giving you permission to, put my voicemail on the air? Oh, man, was I getting my balls busted. Hey, listen, just thinking of you, I thought it was actually kind of funny. I really do want to get together. Give me a call. Just like that. Boom. Over. Right?
Yeah.
Charming.
Thanks
little
for
joke.
giving them my voicemail. That was great.
Ah, shit my pants. What?
This is easy. You know what? I'll go and dial it from outside, and as soon as I dial it, I'll just push down the intercom, say pick up line, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
As soon as you hear that voicemail going.
Even when it rings.
All right.
Although I might do the number whenever the lady.
Oh, did she leave her number on there?
Yeah, I think so.
So as soon as she says her number, then tell me to pick up. Put your microphone down so I can hear you. So fucking complicated.
You ready?
Hey, Gary.
No.
Hey, Gary.
Leaving a voicemail for the world.
So what phone do I plunk down?
We'll do. Let's do line. What line? What line can I use? Line 20.
Line 20?
Do you see it?
Yeah, and I just hit it when you tell me to?
Exactly.
That's all I got to do.
I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave the key up now so you can hear me dialing.
Yeah, we don't want to hear you dialing.
No, so you can hear me. So I'll.
Right, you tell me when to pick up.
This is so complicated.
It's like making phony phone calls. I feel like I'm 4.
Okay, so I just dialed it.
Go ahead.
And I'm gonna wait for it to ring, and I'm gonna wait for the message.
Go ahead. I'm going to go straight to message.
Busy signal.
Busy signal. Fuck.
Oh, see, all our other boyfriends are now leaving messages, so you can't get in there, JD.
Too bad. Hi, this is JD. I've gotten 57 busy signals. I've been calling since last night, constantly.
Hello, Verizon. There seems to be a problem with this number.
Oh, it's ringing. Here we go. Go ahead.
No, not yet. I gotta let the message go.
Line 20 ain't happening for me yet.
What do you mean? You gotta put it on hold. I'm putting it on hold yet. Why don't we put it on hold?
Because I don't want that hard phone number on there.
I want the outgoing message.
Robin, get in character. Take your clothes off.
Yeah, but I can't hear it.
Make it like you're JD's
I'm
girlfriend.
a method actor. I don't need to be.
No, he needs to see you naked. Robin's naked.
I do Stanislavski.
Put your clothes on.
The number you're saying?
Get ready, JD. Don't let us...
It's coming.
All right, it's coming. I'm coming, JD.
Okay, come on, put it up.
JD's
Take it up, Howard.
Go ahead. Doesn't work.
You have finished recording. You may hang
get ready.
up or
Go ahead.
press 1 for more options.
Wait for the beep.
Hey, this is JD. I really regret giving you permission to give them the voicemail I left you on the air. They kind of busted my balls a lot about it, and Yeah. So, but I was thinking about you, and to give me a call. Bye.
All right.
That was better.
That was better.
God.
I think you could have done better with about the busting the balls thing.
I know. I froze.
Then you should have said. You should have said, "Oh, but I thought it was cute." Don't worry.
I know. I
Just
thought
so you have a sense of humor.
I've got a thicker skin. Do you think you should call back? No.
I thought
call back and say do it again.
This is gonna be like that movie Swingers. I don't need that shit.
I'm gonna bust my own balls about my last phone message.
Actually, please disregard what I just said. Hi, Ashley. This is JD again. I thought it was really cute that you gave him my number. I really did think it was funny. I have a good sense of humor about it. I like to get it.
LOL.
Laugh out loud, that means. High pitch, go ahead.
Hey, Howard, good morning. How are you?
Good morning.
I'm more of a man than JD because he sounds like a mumbling idiot. I don't even know how to leave a message.
Right.
You need to know how to leave death threats on voicemails, dumbass.
You want to hear how I leave a message for Ashley Dupree?
Go ahead.
Hi, Ashley. This is JD. We had hot chocolate the last time, and I'm calling you to see if you want some to go out for hot chocolate again. Give me a call, and that's it. He mumbles his words.
That's right. All right, High Pitch. Thanks for the advice.
You're very welcome. Have a good day, Howard.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Eric just wants to eat chocolate.
Right. He's just into the hot chocolate. That's all. He's fixated on that.
And you're going to have to pay for it, too. By the way.
We had hot chocolate. I want hot chocolate.
I want hot chocolate. I want burritos, too. And hamburgers and pizza.
Oh, man.
And I need a place to live.
I need a place to crash for a few
days. Hey, Ashley, I'm sitting here eating my 5th pizza.
I'm about to take an enormous shit.
Good luck with her, though.
I'm the winner of the Crabtacular.
I'd love for you to win, the date with her.
So, well, yeah.
All right. Well, okay, good. I'm glad you left her a better message. Maybe that'll wipe out the effect of the shitty message. All right.
She said the first message was cute, by the way.
All right. Well, come on. We know it wasn't. All right. Thank you, JD.
No, thank you.
All right. You're welcome. See? Another happy customer. She's famous.
She's lonely.
And she's cuckoo.
Oh, hello.
Yes. Yes.
So do you feel better leaving a second message?
No, I don't, actually. I plan on not calling anyone ever again. So thank you.
Yeah, well, that one was a lot more... It was clear. You got your point across quickly.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Unlike the first one, which dragged on.
Okay, well, whatever. Sorry.
And how come you didn't listen to the playback?
I listened to enough of it to know.
To a show?
Yeah, what are you going to be talking about today?
Oh, what's been going on since the last time I was here?
Yeah.
Getting divorced. What else? Going to be working with Andrew Dice Clay in Las Vegas. I took some last night. He has a deal at the Hilton, so him and I are going to split the room, do dates together. Some other stuff.
Cool, so you got some...
Yeah, I hear them talking about me now, about how bad I look. That's a nice intro to go into.
So you're to talk about some good things, some bad things?
Yeah, I'm at Comic Comics this weekend. That's why I'm in New York. And, I've been going through a lot, and I haven't actually publicly talked about it. I was saving it for today.
Oh, nice. You're going to air it all out.
It's going to all come out today.
Awesome. All right, man. We'll see you in there.
Bob Schimmel's been going through hell. And he's here to talk to us. Bob's going to be...
I see this all as a new stand-up act.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, it's not an act. It's his life. Hey, Bob. Everyone told me you lost too much weight. You look good. You look about the same.
You love an emaciated, sort of anorexic look.
I love an anorexic man.
Thank you.
You look good. I don't think you look bad.
Thanks. What is the big overcoat, though? Are you cold?
Yeah, I am. Do you want me to take it off? I'll take it off.
It's the last thing he owns. Why should he take it off?
Yeah, he's now taking the coat off his back.
I can always count on you to be on my corner.
Every time Bob comes in here, he just owns less and less things. It's now down to a coat.
I know.
Say stuff.
But I don't have to check luggage. It saves me $50 every time I fly. It's all carry-on.
Stuff
take out your gum.
burdens you, yeah.
Here. Take your gum. Spit it in here. It's hard to hear you.
It's school. Get rid of that gum, young man.
Why not? Everybody else is yelling at me.
All right, you got to take me through. I haven't seen you in a while. I haven't spoken to you.
I know. I've waited to be here because you know what? I've got a lot of phone calls and other people wanted to talk to me, and I said if they want to hear what happened, they got to sign up for your show on Sirius and get it off the archives.
I do have to blame you in a way. I mean, you do have a pattern. When with your first wife, you married her like two or three times. You divorced her and married her, right?
Yes.
So you're kind of a disaster in the love department. Then you got cancer. While you were sick with cancer and still married to your first wife,
you married 3 or 4 times.
You seduced your daughter's friend who visited you in the hospital, and you fucked her in the hospital.
No.
You did not?
No.
All right. That's fair enough.
Well, he probably couldn't, but that's the only reason.
That's right. He couldn't fuck. He would have fucked her, though. But you started to... She was in bed... Your wife caught you in bed with your daughter's friend.
Holding hands or something.
Sitting on the bed. But you know what? My marriage was already in trouble by then. Otherwise, those things don't happen.
Wait a minute. Your marriage was in trouble the day you said I do.
But you dated... You know, in other words, dating your daughter's friend is probably not a good idea now in retrospect, right? I mean, it's just not good. It alienated you.
So basically, this is your I told you so?
It is a little bit. It is a little bit. I tried to tell you this because
everybody did.
You know,
everybody did.
I said, Bob, for Christ's sakes, wait a while. Don't jump in and have another kid. I mean, you know I did.
Or couldn't you look for a girl away from your child's school?
Yes, I did not jump in and have another kid. It's documented at Mayo Clinic that I could not have children anymore after chemotherapy. So it was not planned.
You're not cut out for women, is what I'm trying to say.
Maybe you're
gay.
Well,
that was the other announcement I was going to make on the show.
Bob, what happened now? First of all, your wife, the new wife, was gorgeous. Yeah. Gorgeous, very, very sexy girl, honestly.
Thank you.
You know, I mean, I'm
sorry.
sorry.
Well, I have a lot of people that would agree with that.
Right.
What?
Yeah, get in line. The
line?
Yeah, there's a lineup of guys who are into her, according to what your story is, from what I hear.
Oh, boy.
What happened? Tell me what went wrong. You were in love? You were married? You married your daughter's best friend?
In a family situation there?
Right. What's going on?
The thing between Jessica and Melissa had nothing to do with this because they were getting along great when it wasn't that. The first thing I want to do is apologize to my first wife because we did have problems with our marriage.
Right.
And now when I look back on it, our marriage was really a marriage made in heaven compared to what I'm going through. And when I was on the road, yes, it really is.
Are you trying to get back with your first wife?
No, I am not.
Okay.
No, I'm not. But you know what? I do owe her an apology. I'm trying to be a man. I owe her an apology because I would have I've never gone on the road when I was married to Vicky and wondered what she was doing. I knew what she was doing, taking care of the kids.
Right.
Okay?
That's right. And now you appreciate
Keeping
that.
A home.
And I appreciate that. And I didn't realize it. And exactly what I did to her came right around and bit me in the ass. The same thing happened to me.
So what you're saying is now because of your experience with your second wife, you understand the wrong you did to your first wife.
Absolutely.
And
that's why I said, I'm sorry. Vicky, if you're listening, I don't know if she is. I'm sorry. I really am.
By the way, I just thought
And we're
of something.
friends.
I know. But imagine how horrible your next wife's going to be because you're going to be apologizing to your second
wife.
You are never getting married again.
I turned 60 2 weeks ago.
Right, and that's it. You're done.
I'm done.
What if you meet, let's say, a great girl, very powerful woman, takes care of you, you take care of her.
It's going well.
It's going well.
Yeah.
I see you getting married again.
Okay. Well, let's put money on it right now.
Well, now, how old are your children with Melissa?
My oldest one is 6, and the youngest one is 4.
Okay.
And how old is the youngest one from your first marriage?
He turned 11 yesterday.
And how old are the other kids?
Aaliyah just turned 19 in December. Jessica's going to be 32 in June and made me a grandfather on December 16th. I have a granddaughter, Isla.
Now, I have heard a horrible thing that you are completely...
Congratulations, Bob.
No. I have heard... Please, there's no room for congratulations.
Nothing to congratulate.
Yeah, believe me.
Just ask me what you want to ask me, okay? Because I've been waiting to answer it ever since I've been sitting in the room. And this girl, that girl.
No, what happened?
What happened? Yeah.
Okay, so in other words, you married this girl,
Melissa.
And
Howard,
she was beautiful. You were in love.
It had nothing to do with being beautiful. I honestly, I swear to God, I felt like we were meant to meet each other, that we were on this planet to meet. We were soulmates. I really believe that.
Were you fooled? Do you think she ever really loved you?
I think that she cared about me in a way, but not in the way that I cared about her.
She didn't look at you as her soulmate.
No, but almost as a cellmate.
Wait a second. Wait a second.
No.
She was not in love with you ever, do you think? Why did she marry you then?
Well,
do you think it was because you're a big star?
Well, she was working in a children's clothing store in Phoenix, Arizona. There's my name in big letters up on the marquee at the Improv. Robert Schimmel.
Right.
Special show, this whole thing, you know. And even my manager and other people in my career said, you know, you meet this girl in Phoenix. She's originally from Iowa, so, you know, I mean, I don't know what kind of life she had then. I honestly, I don't think I even knew her when we got married. So then what happens is there's my name, and I'm a celebrity to her. I'm in Phoenix. I'm like Jim Carrey.
Right. You're the Jim Carrey of Phoenix.
Yeah.
I've heard people say that.
So then
yes.
They said that, but when you take her to L.A., there's a real Jim Carrey there, and then you're going to be in trouble.
Right.
Because you're 25 years older than her. She's going to meet younger guys, better-looking guys, guys with money, guys that can do this. So I'm really like a ticket out of Phoenix and a stepping stone to, I think if I wouldn't have got cancer and if the show would have went, and I would have wound up being successful, she could have loved me a little bit more for a little bit longer. But
that's a terrible thing, though, to feel that you're being loved only for your success.
And what is a little bit more, a little bit longer? It still winds up being you weren't really loved.
In the same
it's a real disaster.
Yeah. So now, are you bankrupt?
Yes.
You are officially bankrupt. This is unbelievable.
Officially bankrupt? Well, let me see. The IRS took all the money out of my bank.
Why?
To fuck with me, because I owe them back taxes.
You owe the IRS back taxes?
Yeah.
Well, so they're not
because
fucking
she was taking money out of the bank and putting it somewhere else. I just found out that they closed 2 accounts that she had that I didn't even know about. And you're not supposed to have a separate bank account when you're married. It's community property in California.
Right. So
but,
in other words,
in
you're
the community
claiming
I lived in, she was community property.
You're claiming that you sound bitter.
Bitter? Oh no, she's going to be here any minute. Bitter? Are you kidding?
You used to bring her in here with you.
Yeah.
Met her. I thought she'd a lovely woman.
Howard, I would have taken a bullet for her in 2 seconds. I would have. I even tried. I mean, she was.
You tried to take a bullet.
Well, she fell for the neighbor.
Wait a second. And you're telling me you're accusing her of having an affair with your neighbor, a guy you know?
Yes.
So you would go out on the road.
Accusing her? Well, how's this?
Okay.
I call her up to tell her that I love her and I miss her. I know exactly where I was. It was in Indianapolis. And she said, Bob, you know what, I'm sleeping, and can I talk to you later? And I said, well, what's that noise in the background? I'm watching TV. 5 minutes later, Aaliyah, my 18-year-old, who was living with us, she's from Vicky,
right,
calls me up and says, Dad, I'm going to tell you something, but you have to promise me you can't tell Melissa because she's going to treat me like shit every time you go on the road.
Okay.
The neighbor's upstairs in the bedroom and the door's shut. That's the noise you're hearing up there.
In front of your kid?
Yeah.
Wow.
And the boys.
Didn't she think
they were at home?
Yeah. In my house. I have, so, you know, let's just get to the fight so I can get that out of the way, and then we'll take it. Yeah.
All right,
so what happens is...
Because weren't you accused of domestic violence? You were arrested.
Allegedly. And there was no charges filed because nothing happened. I didn't hit her. I never hit her.
Right.
I got hit.
You got hit?
I got hit.
With what?
Who hit you?
Who hit you? Who would hit you?
First of all, do I look like I could beat anybody up?
No. No, you barely look like you can stand.
Okay.
Right.
So, no. Here's what happened. The neighbor, a lot with the neighbor.
Right.
7, 8 months of it, where Jessica was saying, Dad, every time I come to visit, this fucking guy's over here. What's going on? Never the wife, only him.
Oh, he's married.
She's friends with the wife. They go to Pilates and all this shit together. He's over. My manager comes over. What's this guy doing over here? At my parents, everybody's saying it. And me, I'm going, they're friends. You know what? She's not going to do. I mean, I literally was either in denial or loved her so much that in my mind, I couldn't see doing anything like that.
And you
so
also
I didn't
want
think she could do that.
You also don't want to be a control freak. Like, you're not, you know, she's entitled to have friends and have a life.
Yeah, she
and
is.
everything between the two of you was fine?
Until I found out about that. And
Were you still
happened-
having sex?
Sometimes.
Not a lot.
Not a lot.
She'd cut you back.
She'd fall asleep early.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to show you something because I can't put it on the internet for legal reasons. But
what are you showing me?
That's what I looked like
when you were in prison.
When
you were
not prison,
when you were taken off to
Howard.
jail.
Yes, that's why on the picture on TMZ I'm wearing a Band-Aid because the police put a Band-Aid on my face. But that's what I really looked like.
You were beaten up. So you're claiming your ex-wife beat your soon-to-be ex-wife
She hit
beat
me.
you. She hit you with what?
That's my thigh.
Oh my God!
What did she take to you with?
Yeah, I mean, what did she beat you with? A door?
Well, she was slamming a door on me. Okay, that's one thigh there.
Why is she slamming a door?
I'm going to tell you in 1 second. Here.
She's showing me evidence.
Yeah, well,
all right.
Because you're not going to yet I defy you to show me
tell me what
pictures
happened.
of her.
You accused
her. So here's
her.
what happened. She took the guy's phone number, and the guy's phone number she put on her phone under the wife's name. You know how you have the contact thing?
Yeah.
So this guy's texting her. They're texting each other like 55, 60 times a day.
How did you know that?
When I finally looked up the phone bill. And the reason why I looked up the phone bill was because every time he called her, it looked like the girlfriend was calling. Every time he texted her, it looked like the girlfriend was texting.
Right.
Then one day, we're eating, and the girlfriend texts her.
The wife.
I see the phone.
Right. The guy's wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except the wife was sitting at the table with us, and she didn't have her phone out.
Right.
So I didn't say anything at the time. That night, I go up to the computer, and I go to the phone bill, look it up.
Mm-hmm.
Every day, 50, 55 texts, just nonstop. The guy that did the pre-interview with me yesterday, I emailed him one of the phone bills.
Wow.
He just told me he couldn't believe it. There's no
So
other.
that's a shocking
no
blow
other
to you.
calls.
When you find out the woman you love is texting all the time, you were completely in shock.
This is the emotional friend
Then
thing.
she said, I'm just friends. So he's over at the house all the time. His wife is calling to see where he is.
Right.
Every time she's texting him, Howard, I swear this on my children. I am not kidding. He would hold up the phone and say, look, Scotland Yard's calling. And I would say to Melissa, why doesn't the guy just say, I'm over at the Schimmel's house?
Right.
And then she'll stop bugging him. And he just doesn't do it. My wife
How
doesn't
did he
listen.
have all this time? Did he have a job?
Yes, he does have a job.
All right.
Is he a handsome guy?
Handsome enough, I guess.
Yeah. Boy, that
Does he have
hurts.
money?
No.
Now,
I don't think so.
By the way, let's be fair to your soon-to-be ex-wife. Does she deny the charges? Does she say that she did not have an affair?
She said they were just friends.
Right.
But you know what? She told me that night that the incident occurred, she told me, we're just friends, nothing happened, but I do have to tell you that if I saw the phone bill and I saw texts like that, 50, 55 texts in a row to the same girl every day, starting on the day I go out of town and they end on the day I come back, I would never believe you that nothing happened.
Right.
There are other things that happened that I can't talk about for legal reasons on the show that then everybody would be convinced completely. I was sleeping one night. It was about 2:30 in the morning. I wake up to take a piss. She's not in bed.
Right.
I hear whispering, and I go downstairs, and she's sitting on the couch with him in my own house downstairs.
Oh, you're kidding.
And the guy goes, yeah, we were just talking.
Well, how were they
about
dressed?
you.
Was she in...
What is she wearing?
No, she was wearing jeans and a T-shirt, and he's dressed, and,
But
and he
he's
goes,
over
we
there
were
way
just
too-
talking about you. Yeah, talking about me like what? Shit, here comes your husband. So, talking about me.
This is horrible.
So then I said, what's going on? She said, we're just talking. She
What
said,
time of night is this?
Like 2:33 in the morning.
What?
Yes, Howard. 2-3 it's hysterical. 2-3 in the morning. So I.
What could be so
She
important?
said we're just. She said
I don't
he's
mean to
having-
laugh, but this is absurd. Of course, I mean, you've got to be suspicious.
She said he's having problems with his marriage. I said, no shit. He's over here all the time.
Right. You're not going to work things out here.
I go back to bed.
Right. How can you go back to bed when that's going on? I would have thrown him right the fuck out of the house.
Or
yeah,
stay
and
up to
her.
hear
You know what?
the horrible story.
All my friends said the same thing. Why don't you just go over and beat the shit out of the guy? And
No,
I
not
said,
beat
you know
the
what?
shit
Why
out
don't
of
you
him.
start dating somebody a little smaller?
Right.
This guy's 6'2". I told her to tell him to go. She said, you tell him if you want him to go. He's my
Right.
friend. So I said, you know what? He's talking about his wife, that she doesn't understand him, she doesn't listen to him, she's not compassionate. I said, can't you see that this guy is inviting you into the most intimate part of his life, his marriage?
Right.
And that, no one will listen to you. I go upstairs and I lay down in bed. An hour later, this guy comes up. I'm sleeping.
Go ahead.
And he nudges me and he goes, everything's cool, right?
Oh, my God.
So, boy, would I love to say his name on the air.
I don't want to know.
I won't.
I know. Okay, take it easy.
Well, because it's upsetting.
I know, right? I'm just trying to...
life.
All right, I understand.
Okay, so then his wife calls the house. She's texting him. He doesn't answer. She calls the house phone. I answer. Robert, is he over there? I said, I don't know. She said, could you please go downstairs and look? And I said, okay, I'll call you back.
Right.
I go downstairs. They're sitting on the couch talking.
They're still talking.
And I say to him, your wife just called on my house phone. She's on her way over here, right?
Right.
And he's like, oh, shit. All of a sudden, banging on the door. I open the door.
What kind of life are you
living? I go to open the door, Melissa starts running upstairs. And I go, what are you going upstairs for? And she said, are you kidding me? If she sees me down here at 3 o'clock in the morning, she's going to go fucking apeshit. And I said, and I'm not supposed to?
All right.
So she runs up. I open the door. She comes in and goes, where is he? And walks into the den, and this fucking guy lays down and pretends he's sleeping on my couch. And she's shaking him, going, hey, hey. And he jumps up and goes, huh? Where am I?
Oh, my God.
And she goes, honey, you fell asleep at the Schimmel's house. And he said, oh, God, what time is it?
He's good.
Obviously. So... And then I tell her then, that's it. I don't want him here anymore. She said, okay, that's it. You know what?
Listen to me. Can I just interrupt for 1 second? You know, you're a guy who survived cancer. You had health problems. You got to have some peace and quiet in your life. This is ridiculous what I'm hearing. Look at what you're in the middle of a fucking soap opera. Maybe you secretly like this kind of drama.
Howard, you know what?
You might like this on some psychological level.
Howard.
Yeah. This is crazy.
You know I admire you tremendously.
Yes.
You're wrong about that. If you think I like this, you're wrong.
Not on any conscious level, but you like commotion.
This isn't commotion.
Ever since I know you, this commotion with the first wife, now the second
one. But you know
one.
what? Vicky never did this to me, and Vicky.
No, you created the drama then.
All right, but you know what? Let me tell you what kind of person Melissa is. All right, when she filed for divorce, she said, I had to have supervised visitations with my own sons, who I spend more time with than she does. And I took them to go see that movie Up.
Yeah.
And I had to have a guy go with us to the fucking movie. And when my son said he had to pee, I said, let's go. And he goes, no, I have to go with you. And I had to let this guy come into the bathroom and stand with me and my son while he was taking a leak, because I couldn't be alone with him for 5 minutes. I could only meet her and drop her off at McDonald's or at a supermarket in a public place.
Because she claimed domestic abuse. That's why.
Because she wanted out. Look, you know what? People know how to cheat. If you want to cheat and you don't want to get caught, you don't fucking text on where it's going to show up on your phone bill, where anybody could. You know, people actually look at the phone bills.
So in other words, you think that she wanted out of the marriage.
What were the texts? I mean, were they?
Did you read them?
Romantic? Were they intimate?
I asked her what they were. I only saw a couple of them, but she said, okay, because she said that they're nothing. It's hi, how you doing? And I said, I'm going to get a copy of them. She said, okay, well, there's going to be some flirtatious overtones.
Right.
I said, what's a flirtatious overtone? She said, you know, like you look nice in that skirt tonight. It's not appropriate for that kind of conversation.
How about Bob just left with a happy face next to it?
Yeah. She would say at 9 o'clock at night, you know what, we're low on milk. I got to get some so the kids can go, have some for school.
Right.
She would pull out of the driveway. I would be looking out the window. He would pull out 2 minutes later, and she'd come back at midnight, and then he comes back like right after that.
Wait a second.
Wow,
she went out for milk.
All of this?
Wait a second. Your wife went out for milk at 9 o'clock at night. And didn't return till midnight?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's crazy.
It
you
is
can't
crazy.
live like this.
She said they had a line at the supermarket. So
a 3-hour line.
Howard.
She said to you there was a line at the supermarket.
Yeah. So many times. Then she said she wanted to take a photography class at this community college. So then what's her project? She has to find a model. The guy is the fucking model. I look on the computer, on the Photoshop. There he is with his shirt off, posing by this muscle car. And I'm going, you've got to be shitting me. And I told the guy, you know what? You better tell your wife, like today, that all this shit is happening. Because the next time I go on Howard, I'm going to name you the television network where you work, your boss, who he hates, and it's all going to come out. He said, Bob, please, I'm begging you, don't. You're going to ruin my marriage. I'm not going to get to see my son.
Well, in his defense, you still don't have proof positive. I know that sounds naive.
Okay.
But that's why I said
I don't have proof positive.
Well,
How about 5, 6 different prescriptions for antibiotics for urinary tract infections? And she said the reason why she got them was because she wiped in the wrong direction.
Well,
from the neighbor's house over to our house?
I've wiped in the wrong direction and gotten,
3 weeks ago, she's in Vegas with the guy.
Right.
But she's with another guy, too.
What?
She's seeing 2 guys at once, and I think because, I was the live-in cock block when I was at the house.
Right.
At least the wife knew that I was there sometimes.
Right.
Now, she doesn't have anybody there. She calls me from Vegas. Hi, we're at the Hard Rock. I'm with what's his name? Like, I don't know what his name is.
Yeah.
She said, we're trying to get into LAX at the Luxor, and we can't get in. Could you call them and get us on a VIP pass?
Wait a second. When was this?
3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago. Now here you are getting a divorce. You're saying your ex-wife called you up?
Yeah.
To get her and her boyfriend.
And I said no.
Yeah, you said
what?
no. Of course you said no.
I said no. I said, you got to be kidding me. And she said, we're supposed to be working on having an amicable relationship.
You're going to get a nice luxury suite for them in a hotel?
No, she wanted to get into this club, a nightclub. And I couldn't tell. She wanted to go to the club with me, but honestly, I'm probably older than the guy that runs the club, and I would look like George C. Scott in Hardcore looking for my runaway daughter in there. Then she calls me Sunday morning.
What's
if you were
going
to take me to a special place for brunch, where would it be? I said, that spot where Joe Pesci was talking to Robert De Niro in Casino in the desert? There, with a shovel and a fucking shotgun. And you know what she said?
What?
See, that's why we can't be friends.
Right.
Because you say stuff like that.
You're so mean.
I said, right. The neighbor has nothing to do with it, because I won't tell you where to get a good breakfast. That's why we can't be friends.
Well, listen to me. This is another nightmare in the saga of Bob Schimmel. I mean, this is just...
She filed immediately, and everybody, and my lawyer... I have a woman lawyer.
Right. That's smart.
That says, no, I didn't know, a divorce lawyer. She's unbelievable. Am I allowed to say her name?
Your lawyer?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Cynthia DePetris.
Okay.
She demands that I take the high road and don't go like vengeance crazy and try and get even with her in court and screw her.
Right. It doesn't do you any good.
And I'm not. And so everything we do is through. She's actually trying to mediate this for us because Melissa did have a lawyer, but the lawyer quit.
Wow.
Because she's just being totally unreasonable. I mean, the thing about me having supervised visitations, I had to go to Washington, D.C. about 2 months ago. I had promised Sam, my 6-year-old, that he could go with me.
Right.
She said, you can't take Sam.
What's her reason for wanting you to have a supervised visit? Because you're violent?
Because, well, it feeds into that, but I did not hit her, and nothing like that
Understood.
happened.
So what is the reason, then? Is the technical reason that you're violent?
Asshole.
Yeah, but wait a second.
That can't be put on the papers.
I went through a divorce. If someone had claimed, listen, I want him to have supervised visits with the kids, there would have to be some... What is the reason, in other words, given?
Because she thinks that I'm not trustworthy or whatever. That's all I know.
Is she saying you
it's
might
not
take
anymore.
the
That's
kids,
over.
Or, okay.
No.
He ain't taking anybody.
No, wait a minute. I have the kids half the time, and you know what? Sometimes I have the kids more than half the time. I would say in the last 6 weeks, I probably had them 4 weeks. She's dropped them off and said, I have errands to run. I'll be back in a few hours, and comes back 3 days later. And I got 2 little kids in my place.
Those are some
What are you going to do?
And you know what? I got a 6-year-old that I'm tucking into the bed that's saying, Daddy, I asked God if I could live with you for the whole time because I don't want to be there.
It seems in all your divorces, the kids always want to live with you.
Yes.
Like, you seem to be more fun.
Well, you know what? Jacob is lucky that he's with Vicky. He couldn't be with anybody better than Vicky.
You sound like you're back in love with your first wife again.
It's not love.
No.
I just realized...
Did you call Vicky and tell her? Did you apologize?
Vicky called me after she heard the news and said, if you need someone to talk to, if you need somebody... Vicky's been with the same guy for 7 years. She has a guy.
Right.
And it's not in love with her. It's...
Have you gotten any pussy since all this has been going down?
No.
Nothing?
I'm a big enough pussy. I don't need any more. Are you kidding?
How many times did you marry your first wife, Vicky?
3 times.
So you'll be married to this
but
one
I was
again?
young. No.
You will not marry Melissa?
Nope.
Again?
No.
You have to marry her again.
No.
You've got a track record.
No.
No. You're not putting it out there.
No.
Well, Bob, you don't have a lot of what we call foresight.
You're right. I don't. Or I didn't. I'm working on it, but yes.
All right, there's a lot of people want to speak to you.
There's a guy that I did some things foolishly, impulsively. I followed a misguided gut feeling that, it's not that Melissa was beautiful and I was sexually attracted to her and she was a trophy wife.
nobody would. If I had a trophy wife, people would say, "How much is she paying for it?" She's in the house. I'm in an apartment. She's. What
are you going to do in terms of money now? I mean, you got to go out there and work your ass off. Let me give you a plug, for Christ's sakes, pal.
Because now again, he's at that point where he has to work.
You know what?
Yeah, you have zero.
The reason why I'm talking about it here is because you were the first one that was instrumental in me on my way up. Because when Jeff Gold got me on the show, when I got my